Hi, welcome back to Fleeing Out the Window Friday. I'm your host, a girl that is having a very normal time, and will continue to have a very normal time, I'm sure. Nothing bad happens here. That has been the case for a while, and will continue to be the case for the foreseeable future. Hold on a second. Always with the fucking notifications on Discord. Right as I start streaming. Stop doing this to me. It scares me. I'm too delicate. Oh, okay, there it was. Fucking Homestuck. Okay, anyway. Hi, how's it going? We're gonna be continuing Heaven's Feel. We are officially halfway through Heaven's Feel, apparently. Which scares me, because so much has happened already that I feel like it should be ending. But it's not. It just keeps going. So let's just keep going. Okay, yeah. Oh no, don't go without me. Don't go where I can't follow. Get back into the mode. Oh yeah, apologies for the lack of voice filter stuff last time. I was switched to the wrong input and I didn't know it. Philip, thank you for renewing your channel membership. Okay. Lock in. Lock in, Fate Warriors. I go back to my bedroom after my bath. Once I put on dry clothes, it finally hits me that I can sleep now. I sit down on the floor, shaking my sore shoulders and sigh. Today sure was a long day. A lot of stuff happened, and there was a lot of trouble. I had to part ways with someone and try to salvage what was left. Right, Sakura was Rider's master. She let Shinji take control, but Sakura was Rider's master all along. Maybe Rider is nearby right now, watching over Sakura. Yeah, I've run into her a few times already. If she's going to protect Sakura, then we should at least have a conversation. Her appearance makes her seem unapproachable, but I think she's actually a reasonable person. And since I don't know when Zoken will cut Sakura off, I'll have to rely on Rider. According to Kotomine, Sakura's health will get worse the more she uses her servant, so we should only count on Rider as a last resort. Okay. I'll have Sakura introduce us tomorrow. I bet she still holds a grudge after Saber beat her, though. My shoulders slump in disappointment. Anyway, we'll all be living together now that Sakura is home, so I should at least introduce myself. Who's there? I jump to my feet, ready to respond to an attack, and squint at the sliding door. Someone is outside my room. They're standing quietly in the corridor. Nobody answers. The shadow is looking my way. Crap. I don't have anything here I can use as a weapon. I don't have anything I can use as a weapon in here. If I'm fighting barehanded, I better try to get the drop on them first.
Senpai? Are you awake?
Huh? Oh, it's just you, Sakura. I relax my tense posture. Feel free to use the bath. If you need if you need fresh clothes, just borrow Fujine's.
Okay, I already used the bath. I'm wearing Miss Fujimura's clothes, too.
Then what else is there to talk about?
Senpai, may I come in?
Sure. What's wrong? I slide open the door. Sakura comes into the room and... Something is off about her, in her new clothes. Someone gulps. I realize that it was me and my temperature shoots up. I cover my flabbergasted mouth and look away. It's pointless. I want to stare at Sakura, even though I'm looking away. I don't know why, but she's making me feel funny. Sakura stands in the doorway. I finally realize that she doesn't only look graceful, but that something is strange about her. Sakura? What's wrong? Is your fever alright? Was it a cold after all?
No, I do have a fever, but it's not because I have a cold. My fever isn't an illness.
She looks down awkwardly. Sakura has been acting like this for the last few days. I thought I'd gotten used to seeing this side of Sakura I hadn't known before, to being conscious of her as a girl my age, but this doesn't even begin to compare. Sakura?
It's no good, Senpai. I can't hold it back on my own.
Hold what back?
Inside me, even when we got home, the thought of how warm your hand was.
Sakura sways unsteadily. I'm starting to think this is worse than just a fever.
Senpai, what?
My thoughts are sluggish. It's clear that something is wrong with Sakura. I know I should take her back to her room right away, but my feet won't move. The silence is tantalizing. Sakura drifts closer, like a breeze. Her foot catches the edge of the tatami and... Did I shout, or did she whisper? Sakura weakly collapses. I move my sluggish feet, trying to help her up. But I don't make it in time, and she awkwardly falls into me. There's definitely something wrong with her body. She's warm, but her arms and legs are cold. It's like her body has a high fever while her limbs are losing blood. This isn't a normal sick fever at all. Maybe someone poisoned her. I look away. Sakura buries her face in my chest. There's a long silence. Sakura is crying quietly. Sakura.
Senpai, why are you protecting me? The worms have eaten so much of me. It won't be good for you. So why are you protecting me, even making an enemy out of Tosaka, out of my sister?
My reason for protecting Sakura? I don't even need to think about it. That's not it. I wanted you here. I need you, and I can't stand the thought of being away from you. So, even if Tosaka is your big sister, I won't back down.
You mean as a family member? Or do you see me as a girl?
I don't see her as just a family member anymore. I just failed to realize that over the last few days. I've always wanted Sakura to be with me. I'm long past pretending otherwise. Yeah, I love you, Sakura. I say it clearly. It's stupid. Once I was told that I'd lose her, I finally dropped the pointless act.
Senpai.
Sakura trembles. No, it might be me who's trembling. Of course I'm nervous, lying down with Sakura in my arms and telling her how I feel. I hold her a little tighter. It's quiet. I thought I'd be more anxious, but as soon as I say it out loud, I feel much calmer. Sakura. Sakura's shoulders move. Her head trembles against my chest. I told Sakura that I love her, so I'd like to hear her say that she loves me too. Though I don't mind if I don't get to hear it. Tomorrow we can spend a peaceful morning together, just like we always have.
Senpai.
Her tenderness makes me gulp. Her voice is more meek than before. It's a hazy, feverish voice. Oh, it's that music again! Hey, Sakura. Sakura is on top of me and acting strange. She isn't only feverish, she looks pained, like she's trying to endure something. Hey, Sakura, get a hold of yourself. Are you feeling sick? Her body gets hotter while her limbs get colder. I need to calm down. I can't make her feel better, but Tosaka... No, maybe the church. No, it would be better to call Kotomine for help than to take her there. Stay still. Everything's gonna be alright soon.
Senpai.
I need to put her to sleep first. Sakura squeezes me hard. She bites her lip in anguish. I told her that I love her, but I can't even do anything for her.
I want it, Senpai. I don't have enough.
She mumbles deliriously, dizzy with pain and shame.
I can't hold out. Can't take it anymore.
Breaths get faster. Both Sakura's ragged gasps and my own as I hear it. I'm starting to lose my composure, being this close to her. Anyway, I need to get her into a warm bed. Listen, Sakura, wait! Sakura tries to run, or rather her body arches backward and she grabs my hand. Sorry, Sakura.
No, it's not like that, Senpai. No, I can't.
I thought Sakura didn't want me to touch her, but I was wrong. Her body's uncoordinated. She grabs my hand, but when she tries to get closer, trembling, her upper body jerks away from me. Sakura! Hey, Sakura!
I can't. I shouldn't. You'll hate me. But it hurts so much. And your hands are so warm.
The hand that Sakura grabbed inches closer to her. I can't pull away. I can't so much as let go of her weakly resisting hand.
Senpai, no, it's not enough.
Her voice is bewitching. She brings my hand closer to her and then... Aha! Her warm lips seek it out. She bites it. I go limp in surprise. Why is she doing this? Ouch! She chomps on it. There's a slight pain in my fingertip. Sakura's teeth break my skin and my blood seeps out. Blood flows. Sakura's trembling gradually improves. I can feel her terribly cold limbs starting to regain their warmth. She gulps. I watch her throat swallow my oozing blood. Her tongue laps the wound. She makes quiet noises as she sucks my blood. It's a pleasant feeling, like my finger is melting. I feel the touch of her lips and periodic caress of her tongue. Moreover, for each drop of blood I lose, I feel sweet pleasure. I felt this pain somewhere before, but right now I can't remember when or where. All I recall is how unsettlingly good it felt. She's only sucking on my finger, and yet the pleasure seeps from my wrist to my elbow. It's like the arteries leading from my heart to my finger are put into relief. Blood suffused with magical energy dribbles into Sakura's mouth. I try to look at the facts objectively. That's such a funny thing to say. Well, speaking logically. For the sake of argument. If I were getting my blood sucked. Sakura is drinking my blood, enduring her shame. It's calming her body down. Then, what's the problem with it? How much blood did I lose? This feeling of lethargy must mean that I've given at least as much blood, at least as much as a blood donation. Sakura licks my finger one last time, and then her lips quietly release my finger. The screen effect is... We look at each other, both saying nothing. She looks in better shape now, but her uncertainty is still there. Sakura? I finally say her name. I push down the mysterious pleasure I felt from my finger, and the worry I felt about what was happening.
Senpai,
Suddenly she lets go of my hand and scrambles away. Sakura, you don't have to say anything.
I'm sorry.
Her voice is terribly faint. I look at Sakura's face and see that she has her hands on her lap and eyes downcast like she's cowering from me.
You must know, Senpai. I was raised as a mage in the Mato household. Because I'm from a different bloodline. Grandfather did things to my body to turn me into a Mato mage. That's how I have this grotesque body that always craves magical energy.
My black rage at Zoken Mato bubbles back up. But more than that, Sakura's pitiful, emotional words move me.
When I want power as a mage, the worms in my body start to twinge. Once that happens, there's nothing I can do to stop the hunger. The worms eat up all of my magical energy, and it isn't enough, so they make me want more. That's why I...
Drank my blood, right? She nods slightly. Sometimes silence is the most damning agreement.
Magical energy dissolves easily into a mage's blood. That's why I wanted to drink your blood. It restores my magical energy and relieves my symptoms.
Oh. Her magical energy consumption must be intense, now that Ryder's returned to her master. She managed to live a normal life without any problems before now, so it hammers home how heavy the burden is.
It's awful, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you wanted to turn your back on me. I've been aching ever since I came home with you. I can't think of anything else. You've helped me so much, but all I do is take from you. Senpai, I'm crazy, aren't I?
Her husky, strained voice cuts me deep.
Even when you were so worried and hugging me, I wanted your blood. When you told me that you loved me as a girl, all I could think of was sucking your blood. All I could hear was the worms moaning. They wanted comfort soon, so I needed your blood, and I don't really love you, but as long as I get to drink your blood, maybe it's alright if I love you, so... I'm sorry. How can a dirty person like me, who only feels good when she drinks your blood, have the right to be loved by you?
Well, that's obvious. Actually, I don't know why she's even asking. You aren't dirty at all, Sakura. You're beautiful. I hug her again and whisper in her ear. Is Sakura trembling and crying? Am I sad because I can't cry for her sake? You idiot. I'm not going to hate you over a few drops of blood. I said that I love you. I've been lying to myself and trying not to notice all this time, but you're really pretty. So don't be so hard on yourself. It isn't your fault that your body is this way. I stroke her shoulders. Sakura leans on my shoulder, sobbing quietly. Besides, I was happy when you drank my blood.
Huh? Senpai, that's...
It isn't weird. I'm happy that I can help you feel better, even if I can't cure you. So don't worry about it. I'd be in a real dilemma if you hated me for the one thing I can do to help you. I give her a light, reassuring clap on the shoulder. If you're okay with my blood, then feel free to drink it any time. I'm glad that it makes you feel better. I imply that I'm glad that I fell in love with her. It's a small, simple fact I can be proud of.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Senpai.
Sakura keeps apologizing. Each time I stroke her shoulder to let her know there's nothing to apologize for. She trembles uncontrollably like a young child.
I love you, Senpai. That's why I don't like who I am. But if you'll still love me despite that, I have a favor to ask.
Sure.
Will you help me the next time I'm in pain? You won't hate me even if I drink your blood?
I stroke her hair and tell her yes. Sakura stops trembling and then she smiles, with tears still in her eyes.
I'm glad I fell in love with you.
I feel a touch on my cheek, light yet full of affection. When I touch the spot where her lips gently kissed me, I blush bright red like I just remembered how. We've touched each other countless times, but I suddenly feel embarrassed. Well,
Senpai,
we separate, kneeling properly across from each other. Everything that's happened is flooding my mind, and I can't move very well. Sakura seems to feel the same way, and we both look around uncomfortably for a moment.
thank you for all your help today. I'm going back to my room, so good night.
Sakura stands up hastily. I don't have any reason to stop her, and I'm too shy to. Night, Sakura.
Yes, sleep well, Senpai.
She slides the paper door shut and leaves. Once I'm alone, I touch my cheek again. It was an unavoidable ordeal for Sakura, but when I think back on it, I feel warm and fuzzy. Time to sleep. I'd like to reminisce a little longer, but tomorrow will probably be a busy day, and I need to consider how to deal with Tosaka. I need to speak to Ryder, too. Besides, the Holy Grail War still isn't over. I need to defeat that mastermind Zoken and save... See, I really am sleepy. My mind and body are tired, so I should get a good night's rest and get my head in the game tomorrow. Get your head in the game. What? Oh, sorry. And immediately, the High School Musical brain. I'm dreaming. I should be asleep by myself, but someone's snuggling up to me. I'm physically and mentally exhausted. I shouldn't be able to get up, and Sakura is back in her room. So if I'm sleeping with Sakura, it can only be in a dream. Even in my dreams, Sakura is sucking my blood. That's how titillating the experience was. I told her that I love her. She kept calling my name, wanting me, and I want to reciprocate those feelings. Sakura is sucking my blood. Even in my dreams, she's sucking my blood. I'm literally in a dreamlike state. It wasn't enough. It'd feel even better if she kept going until one of us broke. Creation's a gentle delight, while decay is a fierce pleasure. It's cathartic for both sides. What am I thinking? No matter what, as a human, my vision warps. Sakura isn't here. It was Sakura drinking my blood, but at some point it became something I don't quite understand. It's hot. The ground under me is melting. I sink in a bog that's hot enough to scorch me. I drown in it knowing that this is Sakura's body heat. I'm having a terrible nightmare. A sinister vision of a sea of hot coal tar. Yep. I see. Alrighty. Day 10. Let's give it up for day 10. I open my eyes. I stick my arm up in the air for no real reason, stare at the ceiling, then let it fall on the futon. Feels kinda heavy. I keep gazing absently at the ceiling without getting up. It feels like my whole body is slow. My head's in a daze and my body wants rest. That must be why I don't feel like getting up, even though it's already morning. Why am I so tired? Maybe the fatigue has been building up. A lot happened yesterday, but I didn't go to bed particularly exhausted. I probably feel this way because I didn't sleep enough. Maybe I didn't sleep well. The blood will start flowing once I move around. Sakura is in much worse shape than I am anyway. She's doing her best, so I can't let a little grogginess keep me down. I pump myself up for the day and get out of bed. Then the dizziness hits me again. It isn't from my body's slowness. It's like, as soon as I look at my bedroom door, I remember what happened last night all too vividly. I'd better change. Oh man. This is already making me blush. How am I going to talk to Sakura today? Alright, here goes. I'll be okay. I've already run this simulation a bunch of times. There's nothing difficult about it, it's just a good morning, like always. What am I getting so worked up for? But I thought Sakura would be in the kitchen, but she's already putting breakfast on the table.
Good morning, Senpai.
Yeah. Morning, Sakura. Well, I try to think of something clever to say, but draw a blank. Morning, Sakura. Breakfast looks really good. How unimaginative, even for me. Wait, I greeted her already, idiot!
Yes. Good morning, Senpai.
But somehow Sakura's reply feels exactly the same, too. Her eyes go wide as if she's realized the same thing. I must be making the same face. The thought makes me relax. We've both been nervously looking forward to seeing each other. Phew. Good morning for the third time, Sakura. I feel myself smiling. This time I say it with relief.
Yes. Good morning, Senpai.
Then we awkwardly start eating breakfast. Let's eat then.
Yes, let's eat.
Even though we try to carry on like we always do, I still can't stop feeling nervous. I move my chopsticks uneasily. Sakura eats cheerfully like she's gotten used to it already. Is this something the girls are better at?
What's wrong? Oh, would you like more miso soup?
No, I'm still on my first bowl, but it's good. Delicious, actually.
Yes, I'm confident in today's breakfast. I'm glad you like it.
Her smile squeezes my heart. I'm still blushing while Sakura is calm, so I dig into my food to hide my embarrassment. Phew. I set down my empty bowl with a clink, but all of the side dishes on the table are still untouched. It took all of my effort just to focus on my soup and rice, so I didn't even notice the other food. Sorry, Sakura, but I'm at my wit's end. I need some time away in my room to cool my head.
Senpai? Is breakfast not to your liking?
The tactical retreat ends in failure. My escape route was cut off before I knew it. I silently hold out my rice bowl.
Oh, you want seconds? I made a lot, so be sure to eat it all.
Sakura returns my bowl with an extra large helping of rice, and breakfast resumes. Oh well, I'll just have to deal with this. I'm already the one blushing, so I can't let every single thing Sakura does throw me for a loop. Still though. Wait, Sakura, don't we have a problem here? Philip at the 8. Is it weird that I find the detailed descriptions of blood drinking more awkward than what was originally there? I mean, I don't know. I kind of get what they were going for, I think. Obviously, it can't, like, map perfectly onto the original context, but, like, generally speaking, I think, like, the sort of, like, vibe of, like, this thing that she's very ashamed of, but, like, there's, like, a sense of intimacy to it that, like, both of them feel some reservation over. Like, I think that more or less sort of maintains sort of a similar tone, at least in my opinion. She looks at me in puzzlement. In other words, Sakura doesn't see a problem with Ryder sitting silently next to us. I mean, I glance at Ryder. She seems to notice the imbalance I'm getting at. There's no need to concern yourself with me. Continue your meal. She urges just as gracefully as Sakura.
Are you worried about her?
It appears so. It's true we've come into conflict several times. We must be uncomfortable sharing a table with an enemy.
That's not true. Senpai doesn't hold it against you, Ryder.
Well, this is a pickle. I don't resent Ryder, but she's on the A-list of people I'm bad at dealing with. Perhaps. It seems he's having trouble eating because I'm here. I can take my leave if I am being a nuisance.
I'm telling you, it isn't like that. You don't mind if Ryder joins us, do you, Senpai?
I'm in a tough spot. But I'll say, I'm fond of her. Alright, I'll be honest. But first let me be clear about something. I don't know how to flatter or say things to make people like me, so I'd appreciate it if you keep that in mind. I fix Ryder with a serious stare. She's as unreadable as ever, but she seems to understand that I'm being serious. I'll just say it. I don't hold a grudge against you, Ryder, and I don't mind if you eat with us either. I don't know how to approach you, Ryder, but I'm rather fond of you. I fight down my nervousness and say it clearly. You can't mean that. Aren't you afraid of me? Sure I am. You scare me, but you're on our side. You've already saved me once, and you fought to protect Sakura at the school. I can't hate you for that. I'm just not sure how to approach you. I fail to understand, but you don't appear to be lying. I'll ask one more time. Aren't you afraid of me? I said I am. I've seen firsthand how fearsome of a servant you are. But it feels like you're all right on the inside. Like you're similar to Sakura, somehow. So I think I can trust you. And I hope you'll keep protecting Sakura. Just not sure how to deal with you personally. That sounded like a romantic confession. I feel like she'll ask me the same question again if I look her in the eyes, so I'd better turn away and play this. Wait. Oh, crap. What am I saying in front of Sakura? It's not what you think, Sakura. I was just talking about my preferences, not saying that I
don't care. Now I know that you're flirtatious and have a weak spot for beautiful women. It,
Wow. Is this the first time Sakura's ever looked this upset with me? Hold on, calm down. I like Ryder as a person, not as a woman. You trust her, right? I feel the same way. Besides, to me, you're actually the prettier one. Compared to Ryder, I'd say. Whoa. What was that incredible hostility I just felt from Ryder? He's like, no, Sakura, I think you're way prettier than Ryder. Ryder. What the fuck did you just say? That you're in no way any less beautiful, and I don't think it's right to compare people to each other. Uh-oh. The more I run my mouth, the deeper I seem to dig my grave. Actually, never mind. This isn't something to talk about over breakfast. I suggest we change the topic. I raise my hands pleadingly. Depending on how you see it, it could be a complete surrender.
no, we're not finished yet. This is a good chance to find out how you really feel, Senpai.
I agree with Sakura. It's a trivial matter to me, but we ought to clarify this. Both of them lean in toward me.
Senpai, do you like me or Ryder more? I'm sure you know what your own feelings are.
Sakura's right. It's a trivial matter, but I'm interested in your answer as well.
Let's hear your answer.
I feel my back against the wall. I have no way out, and I know that the moment I open my mouth, I'm bound to piss one of them off. But the trouble won't end there. Once the truth comes out, it'll hound me for a while to come. Sakura and Ryder. Maybe it's just their solidarity as fellow women, but these two are really alike. Their solidarity as fellow women. Oh, Shiro. It's 9 a.m. by the time we finish breakfast. We skip school. Now that things have gotten this serious, I don't feel like going to school until the Holy Grail War is over. One of the reasons I went to school was to fight together with Tosaka. Now that our alliance is over, there's no point going out during the day. And most of all, it's too dangerous to let Sakura go outside. She's acting like she's in good health, but she could collapse at any time, like she did yesterday. Kotomine's treatment bought her time, but Sakura is walking on a tightrope. I don't know what Zoken intends to do, but I can't let him get anywhere near Sakura, especially in her delicate state. There's nothing I can do if the crestworms inside her start moving again. Shinji used the drug, but Zoken was the one who implanted the crestworms, so he can probably activate them again just by looking at her. And Kotomine did say that Sakura doesn't have much time left. I'm the only one who knows that. I can't even tell Sakura or Tosaka. What I need to do now is end this war while Sakura doesn't know the truth. I don't have the power to save her, but it should be easy to save her with the omnipotent power of the Holy Grail.
Senpai, you've been making a strangely scary expression. We're taking a day off school, so I think you can rest.
No, I'll rest once this war's over. Right now I need to think about ways to win it.
Do you still intend to fight, Senpai?
Her anxious tone is a little unexpected. I've had a hunch for a while now that Sakura has no intent to fight. She should know that the Holy Grail is the only way to heal herself, but she doesn't even consider it as an option. She has an aversion to fighting. Sakura is extremely afraid of hurting other people. That isn't wrong, and I don't intend to deny her feelings. Sakura can stay the way she is. I'm the one who made her cry, and it's my role to fight. Yeah, I'll keep fighting. I'll try to resolve things peacefully when I can, but it won't always go that way. I don't imagine Zoken will let you go. I'm sorry, but I can't let him get the Holy Grail. There are 4 masters left. I'm going to make sure that you're the one who wins, and then we'll have you use the Holy Grail.
I'm happy to hear that, but Senpai, can you fight Tosaka-senpai?
If she gets in the way, I will. Honestly, the Holy Grail is dangerous, and I'd rather leave it up to her. I'm sure she could handle it safely, and she'd probably help you.
Do you think so? She's still a mage. She might not care for a weak person like me.
I can't fully deny that. Tosaka is a good person, I know that, but she's still a full-fledged mage. Last night she said that she would kill Sakura. Even if that's what the situation called for at the time, she still made her choice and was fully ready to carry it out. So, if it turns out that even the Holy Grail can't save Sakura, she'll have gained a weapon even more powerful than Archer that she can use to end Sakura's life. You're right, but I don't think she's capable of doing that. She can't kill you, Sakura.
Huh? What makes you think that?
Well, I don't have any proof, but she's an amazing person at her core. I think she'd choose a future that contains a ridiculously happy world where she doesn't have to lose anyone, so it'll be okay. I'm sure that Tosaka will help you in the end.
Senpai, do you and Tosaka-senpai...
Hmm?
No, never mind. If that's what you think, then I'll trust you.
Okay. Though I'd feel a little pathetic if I left it up to her. I should be the one who protects you. I took Sakura's hand and made my choice. I can't let anyone else take my role. I'm going to do whatever I can to make Sakura happy.
Your feelings about it make me happy, but we can't say that you're in a state to fight anymore. Saber isn't here, and you're up against Tosaka-senpai. You don't need to involve yourself with the Holy Grail anymore, so please just come back to the normal life you had before. I don't want you to get hurt because of me.
It was never your fault, silly. I'm doing this because I want to, and it's too late to back down now. You know that. I fought in the war as Saber's master. I chose to become a master of my own will, not just because I accidentally stumbled into the war. So I can't back down now. I'll fight, even if I'm alone. I'm going to see this through to the end. It's the only way I can repay Saber for going along with my selfishness.
So, no matter what,
I won't stop fighting. That's why we need to decide on our direction going forward. Is that alright with you, Ryder?
I do not mind. Your opinion is correct. What about you, Sakura?
Sakura silently agrees. Good. She seems to have accepted the logic of it. Alright. Before we start the meeting, though, I look at Ryder. Since breakfast, I've gradually gotten used to Ryder's presence in the living room, but there's still something I want to address.
What is it?
Your eyes. Do you mind taking off your blindfold while you're at home? I know about your mystic eyes already, so you don't have to hide them. Isn't she uncomfortable keeping the blindfold on?
You mean you find it visually unappealing?
Yeah, to be blunt. Putting that aside, it has to be uncomfortable. It's a waste of your good looks, so why don't you get more comfortable?
So he says, Master. I believe it's up to you in that case. No! Absolutely not!
Eh? But why is Sakura so strongly against it?
Why not?
Oh, why not? Doesn't it bother you that she keeps the blindfold on?
It doesn't bother me at all. Besides, Ryder's eyes are mystic eyes. What if she hits you with her matescraft on impulse?
Would that happen, Ryder?
It would. My eyes are more like wicked eyes than mystic eyes. Even if I conserve my magical energy, it'd be difficult to stop them from affecting you.
Damn, so you can't control your own eyes?
I cannot. That's what they're known for. However, you can expect them to have a lesser effect than they did yesterday. As you know, my mystic eyes have the power of petrification. The cognitive erasure they cause when the target is taken by surprise is weakened, so your body should not petrify as quickly.
I see. So, I wouldn't get instantly paralyzed like I did yesterday.
That depends on the situation. If you let your guard down, the mystic eyes would have an increased effect.
Looks like I'd be safe as long as I don't mess up. So I think it should be okay. Even if I get caught in your mystic eyes, we're on the same side, so you can just set me free.
That is true. I will not kill you. In that sense, there is no danger to your life. No! No means no! Ryder's eyes do more than just petrify people. This is also true, so let us keep the seal on.
Sakura pats her chest in relief. Anyway, I'm not really sure what that was about, but Ryder's going to leave her blindfold on.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm curious, but if that's what you prefer, then do that.
Yes, I do not like to bare my face. Let us avoid this topic in the future.
Ryder says it coldly, her earlier levity gone. She really is hard to read. Maybe we're just not very compatible. Let's get back on topic. Going forward, I think we shouldn't let Sakura go outside. It's too dangerous if she runs into Zoken. I'll deal with the old man.
Your thinking is correct. However, how will you defeat the mage? Do you have any ideas?
I'm not sure what to say to that. I'm sure there are ways to beat him, but I haven't given much thought to picking one. Well, my fate depends on my next choice. Oh, your fate? What? Title drive? Okay, sorry. I have multiple options. Out of them, the most viable one would be, I think we should cooperate with another master. I'm not saying we can get them to sympathize with us, but there might be someone willing to help us defeat Zoken.
Another master? You mean Tosuka-senpai?
No, not her. I'm acquainted with Berserker's master. Her name is Ilya, and she'll listen to what I have to say. To be honest, I can't leave Ilya be either. Tosuka aside, I have no idea what Zoken will do next. He was willing to force Sakura to fight by planting worms in her. Ilya and Berserker are much stronger in direct combat, but Zoken is a schemer. He knows he can't win in a duel, so he'll use other methods. So Ilya can't get careless, even if she has Berserker. Berserker, you want us to ally with that mad warrior? We don't necessarily need to be allies, but we could convince them not to attack us. And even if we can't work together, I want to warn them. That girl came to this town all alone. Ilya was raised to be a master and given the name Einsburn. She's more than just a stranger to me.
I see. Do you know where this Ilya is?
Yeah, she showed me before. I still remember the way there. It was a really big forest, so I'm sure it won't be easy to get there, but it should take about half a day.
Half a day. So are you leaving now?
Yeah, it's better to strike while the iron is hot. And if I go now, I can be back by nightfall. It's a rushed decision, but a timely one. I've been wanting to thank Ilya for her help yesterday. Moreover, I have a feeling that everything will change once I bring up Zoken's schemes and that unknown shadow. I'm leaving. I'll be back as soon as I can, so try to get some rest in your room.
Alright, senpai. But at least take Ryder with you. She'll protect you if anything happens.
Oh, right, that would be safer. But I can't do that. It's just as dangerous to leave Sakura at home by herself. No, much more dangerous since she can't defend herself against Zoken. No, Ryder, you stay at home with Sakura. If Zoken shows up, avoid fighting since that'll use magical energy. Take Sakura and run. He won't be able to keep up with you. Ryder solemnly nods as if she had the same idea. See, Ryder agrees with me. You need to stay home today, Sakura.
But you're in danger too. That forest is...
Don't worry. If it looks dangerous, I'll run away immediately. Ilya doesn't have any interest in people who aren't masters anyway. I won't be in any danger. I give Sakura a reassuring clap on the shoulder and leave the living room. Now then, first I'll go to the shed and prep something I can use as a weapon. Sakura sees me off as I leave the Emiya house. I'm carrying 2 wooden swords in a tubular shinai bag and something light to eat later. I don't have a map or a compass. I still have the sense of direction I got from the magecraft Ilya cast on me. All I can do is rely on the memory of what I saw and my own intuition. It isn't 10 o'clock yet. 1 hour by taxi, and then 4 more hours walking through the forest. I hope it only takes that long. Anyway, I'll have the taxi drive slowly while I look for the entrance to the forest that I saw the other day. Once I find it, I'll leave the car and walk the rest of the way. If all goes well, I should make it to Ilya's castle before sundown. I'll think about what to do next once I meet Ilya.
Shiro.
I hear something nostalgic from my house behind me. That businesslike and cool way of addressing me. Oh. The way she said my name politely and awkwardly, yet as kindly as she could. I say a name that can't possibly be here. Ah, man. Wait, I have something to say before you leave. Ryder. As I turn around, I accept reality. This is Ryder. The girl who said my name in that way isn't here anymore. Sure, but make it quick since I'm on the clock. I just have one question. You said that you would protect Sakura. You have yet to tell me why, Shiro Emiya. So you don't trust me? Yes, I do not know you as well as Sakura does. That makes sense. Ryder wants to protect Sakura, not me. So she probably wants to know what I'm thinking, at least. Phew. I'm only going to say this once, so don't ask again. I'm not being vain, I just don't like saying it in front of others. Okay. I love Sakura. But that's not all. Last night, I gave Sakura my... It appears so. Her magical energy was stable this morning. Without an external supply of energy, she would have suffered from another fever. But what of it? That's all. I love Sakura. That's all the reason I need to protect her. I think it's perfectly natural for a man to protect the woman he loves. And will you fight for her sake? You say that your goal is to heal her body. You give her the Holy Grail and not use it for your own benefit? Oh, I'll use it. I don't know what the Holy Grail is, but I'll use it as much as it takes to make her happy. You'll make Sakura happy? Yeah, she's suffered alone all this time. So I'll do whatever it takes to make her just as happy. Ryder says nothing. She just stands there. Maybe now she knows why I'm embarrassed to say this out loud. Alright, I answered your question, so now it's my turn to ask. It's a request too. Will you hear me out? Yes. If it's within my power, I'll hear you out. It's simple. Could you pronounce my name with a different accent than the one you used earlier? Very well. Shiro, then? No, that's how you say grave wax. Be more... I don't know. Shiro, 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 no, Shiro, Shiro. Ryder grapples with the pronunciation. Guess not, then. I just caused her trouble by making her try multiple times. Ryder's blindfold and dark clothes give her a thorny image, but she's actually quite sociable. Somehow I get the impression that she'd be a little clumsy in private life. Sorry. No, sorry. You could just say it the old way. Shiro. Is this pronunciation correct? Correct, Shiro. Yeah, no complaints. Sorry for being so selfish. Selfish? You didn't like it when I said it the other way, right? I think it's only right of me to correct my pronunciation. Not at all, actually. I liked it. Yeah. It's because I liked it that I don't want anyone else to say it that way. I know it's a silly thing to get hung up on, but I want her to be the only one to say my name that way. I really am just being selfish. You didn't do anything wrong. Very well then. I won't ask why. Yeah. Anyway, I'm leaving. Take care of Sakura, Ryder. I wave at Ryder and start running. First I need to go to the intersection and hail a taxi. I'll take it to the outskirts of town and find the entrance to the forest that I've only seen once. Interlude 10-1. Who is it this time? Ah, okay. She's left alone. There's no longer any meaning in the boy's war. No longer a master, he charges off into danger anyway. Meanwhile, the girl who is the cause of it all is resting at home. The reality sinks in. He's gone to the forest. Oh. He's gone to the forest. Do you regret this, Sakura? The servant inquires her master's feelings. Eyes gloomy, the girl shakes her head once.
How could I feel regret now, after all this time, Ryder?
Yes, it was a pointless question.
Yeah, but while it does hurt, I know it's wrong to feel this way, but I'm also very happy to know that Senpai's doing all this for my sake.
Even as she says it, pain fills her expression. Her lips feel practically sewn together by her guilt, even as she speaks of joy.
But he's making a mistake. Grandfather won't show any mercy. Senpai could always get killed as long as he's out there fighting. Worst of all, though.
It'll be a problem for her if she lets him get involved any further. The future holds nothing good for either of them. That's why she hoped he would give up on the war and go back to their normal life. She doesn't have much time left anyway. She'd prefer to live the rest of it for him. Oh yeah, so she does know that she doesn't have much time left. He was like, oh, I can't tell Sakura. I have to make sure that Sakura doesn't know. But now she already knows. However, beneath that desire, she feels a glimmer of hope. That his fighting might allow them to be together longer. No, she's simply delighted to see that her beloved's fighting and getting hurt on her behalf. She doesn't want him to fight, but she's overjoyed that he's doing it for her. Two competing wishes vie for her heart, and she's stuck unable to decide which one matters more.
That's a lie. I'm not on the fence at all.
She mumbles in anguish, keenly aware of her own dark nature. That's right. Actually, she wants him to fight. She wants him to save her, to make up for all the time during which he'd never noticed her. So, it's all right if he gets hurt. She's thinking something she never should. God, Sakura's mindset is so fascinating. She clutches her chest in pain. The worms inside her wriggle up and down her nerves as if responding to her dark desires. It was only an instant. That single thought of him getting hurt is enough to make the worms violate her body even more. Wriggle, wriggle. Wriggle, wriggle. Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. All their squirming in her body starts to make her ears ring. A chill runs through her blood. My body is so disgusting.
So wicked to be aroused by something like this.
The worms that dissolved in her blood become a sweet poison, heating her body. They swell and roil like waves, swallowing her consciousness. When she gets aroused like this, she always thinks, these defiled arms and legs can't be human. The dark longing makes her Dark longing makes her stumble, and she tumbles to the ground in a tangle of hair and limbs. She can't stop breathing. Her spine fuses together like sticky sap. It's no different from the things attached to her nerves. The more she tries to resist them, the deeper the worms invade her nerves, melting her mind away until she feels like she's become a worm. The ominous vision grips her entire body. Sakura.
I'm fine. I'm still all right. More importantly, I have a favor to ask. Ryder, please go with Senpai.
I'll go if you order it. But Sakura, your body will not last much longer. Having me act will only shorten your remaining life. Are you sure about this?
Yeah. It's because I don't have much time left. I'm still myself now, but if I lose focus, I don't know what I'll do. My memories are getting more vague each day, and I can't feel my arms and legs anymore. My sense of time is all over the place, and I can't even keep track of a day anymore. Even this morning, when I watched Senpai leave, it felt like a whole week went by.
She says it as if it doesn't particularly bother her. She's already accepted her death. Even as she tries to not to shamefully cling to hope, she wants to protect him. I understand. By your command, I will guard Shiroemiya.
Thanks. And sorry, Ryder. If I'm not good anymore, find someone new to contract with right away. I'd rather it not be Senpai, but I guess it's alright if it's you.
She forces herself to smile. The black-clad servant nods once and leaves her master. This is an ill breeze. I'll need to use my noble phantasm if you don't mind.
Yeah. If Senpai is in danger, bring him home.
I know. But Sakura, I think we should be more cautious of that priest than the old man. Ryder leaves with that last remark. Aha! Ryder suspicious of Kotomine, I see. That was a surprise. Her servant doesn't give her opinions. She has a stoic personality and carries out orders exactly as they're given. Until now, she's never made so much as a suggestion.
Yeah, I think so too.
A sing-song whisper. A languid, even graceful expression replaces her earlier gloom.
But don't worry, Ryder. He can't beat me.
She giggles, like a girl picking flowers.
Don't worry. I'll beat the shit out of that guy.
A few minutes off the highway, I find the forest entrance, which feels familiar despite this being my first time seeing it, shrouded in mist even during daytime. In the woods, the mist hanging in the air and the lack of sunlight getting through the trees makes me lose my sense of time. Wow, am I gonna be okay? I'm amazed by my recklessness, all too late. I didn't feel lost when I was looking through Ilya's eyes last time, but this isn't something I can navigate using my memory alone. Nah, I'll whine later. It's do or die now, no time to worry about appearances. I pump myself up. It's now sometime past noon. When I was seeing through Ilya's eyes, it took roughly 4 hours to get to the castle from here. The rest is up to my physical stamina, and my talent/memory and aptitude/reproduction skills as a mage. I walk through the forest. The thick scent of tree sap makes the air feel slightly stuffy. It isn't as bad as walking in the mountains, but the uneven terrain saps my stamina bit by bit. I think I've been walking on the path Ilya showed me for about 2 hours now. I still can't see anything up ahead, and the lack of landmarks is bothering me a little. Thanks to my daily training, I don't have a problem with walking in the wilderness all day, but it does build up mental fatigue that isn't easy to notice. My memory tells me that it's 2 more hours to the castle. If I come across something entirely unexpected at that time, then I don't know if I'll be able to get out of the forest. My physical limits are still a ways off, but the mental stress could cause me to start making small mistakes. Mountain climbing requires one to stay hydrated, carefully monitors one's physical condition, and make constant decisions, such as whether to step left or right next, or whether the next handhold's a millimeter too shallow or deep. This forest trek isn't quite so demanding, but it brings risks of its own. I can't tell what direction I'm facing or where my current location is. To say nothing of the distress that could cause, there are also direct threats from forest wildlife. In a forest as big as this, animals are sure to have marked their territory. People usually get attacked while hiking because they violated an animal's territory. Walking around recklessly is like asking to get attacked, so there are times when it's better to go around a game trail that would have taken you straight to your destination. Fortunately, there aren't any snakes in these woods. There are only signs of wild dogs in the area, and they're rarely sighted. The lack of local wildlife is probably due to Einspur and Magecraft. Still, there are wild dogs around, and in worst case, I might run into something even worse than that. Oh, that way's no good. I need to be careful on the way back. I avoid a thicket that looks like something might be living there, and continue retracing my steps. A wise man keeps away from danger. An iron rule of hiking isn't to run away at the first sight of danger, but to avoid dangerous-looking places to begin with. Still, though, this forest feels different from what Ilya showed me. It's like the air feels different on my skin. With each step I take deeper into the forest, I feel an unpleasant tingle up my spine. Don't go this way. Leave this forest right now. No matter how many people you bring, none will return alive. Even the trees seem to whisper that as their branches sway in the wind. Also, this smell. I thought it was the scent of tree sap, but it's not quite like that. It has the same sweetness, but not the vitality of the forest. This is... I'm pretty sure. Wait. I draw a wooden sword from my bag. I stop, concentrate, and take a few minutes to strengthen my sword. Something is coming. I hear footsteps from the direction of the thicket. Straining my ears, I can hear it mixed with the sound of someone pushing through branches and a creaking noise. It's coming. Something makes a beeline for me through the greenery. I raise my wooden sword. I tense my arms, slightly tighten my grip on the sword, raise the weapon to an overhead striking position, and... Hold it right there. Who? Oh, hey! It's Rin. Stop right there! We both freeze. Now then, how should I break this deadlock? Hold on, would you put that down? We're not in a haunted house. Tosaka is the first to break the ice. Oh, sorry. I lower the wooden sword as she asked. Fancy running into you here. You aren't here for a picnic, are you? As if. What about you, Tosaka? You're not the type to go for walks in the woods. What are you scheming now? That's rude. I do take walks, but I'm here for other reasons today. She protests with a grunt. What surprises me is that she doesn't deny that she's up to something. Tosaka, are you here to fight Ilya? I get straight to the point. So what if I am? You aren't a master anymore. You don't have the right or obligation to stick your neck out into our battles. I don't, but if you're going to fight Ilya, then I'll stop you. Hold on just a second. Okay. Why? Are you trying to get her to team up with Sakura? That too, but Tosaka, you won't get out unscathed if you fight her. You're bound to get hurt once you start. I don't want that to happen. To begin with, you want to stop the war, right? So that still hasn't changed, huh? Tosaka shifts from her barbed attitude to an exasperated shrug. This is her true face. The one that always drags me around and was close by my side until Sakura ended up in her current situation. What? I made up my mind already, and I won't change it that easily. I'm sure you wouldn't. Honestly, I've always thought this about you. What's she getting at? Tosaka heaves an exaggerated sigh. Emiya, you're really stupid. She gives me a grin so bright it makes me blink even as she says that. What? But that's okay. You'll never learn. But it wouldn't be worth competing with you if you weren't like this. You try your best, no matter how clumsy you are. Hey, what's with the triumphant grin? You're really good at pissing people off. Alright, settle down. From the looks of it, you got some business with Ilya's Vale. I was just taking a shot in the dark earlier, but you really do intend to talk to her. I can't believe she's grinning at me like that while I get mad. Ugh. Damn it. For some reason, I'm weak to Tosaka when this happens. It's like I lose no matter what I say. Like the more I protest, the more I get driven into a corner. What's wrong? You're all quiet. That isn't like you. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to go see Ilya, so don't get in the way. If you follow me, I'll chase you off. Oh? Does that mean you know where she is? Oh. Oops. I said something else I shouldn't have. Great! Mind showing me the way, then? I know her general area, but I don't really trust my old map. If you know where to go, that saves me a lot of trouble. You know, I did just say not to follow me.
Oh my, should you really take your eyes off me if you're going to walk to Ilias Vale? What if I get there first? That'll complicate things, won't it?
Is that a threat? I bet you're just coming with me to pick a fight with her.
I won't. Not if she's willing to form a common front. First order of things is to eliminate Zoken, right? I just came here to give her a warning.
Warning?
I was going to say that Zoken Mato is up to something, so she shouldn't underestimate him or she'll get hurt. Given what happened to Castor, we'll be at a disadvantage if he gets his hands on Berserker, too. But I'm ready for it to turn into a fight once I warn her. Can't have a dialogue with that girl. I'm resigned to the idea of possibly fighting her right after I warn her. It was bound to happen sooner or later, since I need to defeat her. But it sounds like you have another option. In that case, I don't need to take the risk of fighting her. Depending on how well you do, we might settle everything peacefully. Come on, don't give me that look. If you can persuade her, then I'll leave peacefully. But if you fail, I'll help you defeat her or escape. Not a bad deal, is it?
It's not a matter of getting a good or bad deal. You're gonna follow me no matter what, aren't you?
Did I ever say that? We just happen to be headed in the same direction.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Let me not do that. I was just scooching my keyboard and I accidentally hit a key. Okay.
Did I ever say that? We just happen to be heading in the same direction.
What a devil. Still, Tosaka's doing me a favor by letting me guide her. If I let her go, she might fight Ilya, but if she comes with me, then she'll behave. Fair warning. I'm not sure I'm going the right way either. Don't complain if I get lost.
No worries there.
Excuse me.
No worries there. You're headed in the exact same direction the map told me to go. With my map and your guidance, we won't get lost.
Fine, I give up. We'll go to the castle together. You won't fight Ilya then?
Yeah, I won't interfere in your negotiations with her. She's a pain to deal with as an enemy, but if we can be allies... What? An earthquake?
The trees sway. A noise that resembles an explosion echoes from afar. No, this was no earthquake. Something like a typhoon's raging nearby.
Tosaka, this is... Berserker, looks like we were one step too slow. Let me... see, yeah. Sergeant Tittyfist, thank you for the gift memberships. I appreciate that.
Oh, what the hell? Are my...
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, I see.
What? Then, is that Berserker going wild?
Yeah, since we're here, there's only one person he could possibly be fighting against. So what now? I'm going on ahead. Are you staying?
There's no time to think. Obviously, I should hurry and see what's going on. I'm going. That's why I'm here.
And stay behind me. I'll send Archer on ahead, so that should help us avoid getting killed instantly.
With that, Tosaka starts running deeper into the forest. Archer drops from spirit to material form, gives me one glance, and then charges forward, blazing a path. Be safe, Ilya! I grip my wooden sword tightly and chase after them as fast as I can. Ah, interlude again. The Dark Giant escaped from the castle with the little girl. It was an inexplicable fight. They left what would normally be the best possible defensive position and fled into the forest, where they're the most vulnerable. Danger was closing in. The girls sensed that unavoidable truth first. The enemy is slowly approaching the castle. When she sensed how great the threat was, she raised the castle's defenses to maximum and woke up the giant in preparation for its arrival. Berserker, the dark giant with a steel-like body, robbed of his sanity, he'd been reduced to an avatar of destruction bent only on obeying the girl. With her bodyguard and defenses, she had no enemy to be afraid of. That's what she told herself as she tried to fight down the sense of inevitable dread. And yet, as soon as the enemy approached, the giant at her side told her, "Run." Robbed of his sanity and speech, even the mad warrior sensed that he couldn't win against whatever was coming for them. Instantly, the girl fled. She knows. She knew. There's nothing they can do against the thing at the castle walls. With the sun behind it, the ominous shadow expanded until it became large enough to easily scale the walls. Oh boy. They would lose.
Berserker can't win against it, to say nothing of herself. If they fight it, they're sure to lose, and Berserker won't be her servant anymore. That's the source of her unease. The girl ran because she was afraid of losing her servant, not losing the fight. With the girl in his arms, the dark giant races through the forest. Her apprehension weighs on her even more heavily. They can't escape. Vaguely realizing there's no escape from this dread, from this fear, the girl orders the dark giant to stop. Oh, how wise. Have you come forth because you know you cannot win? Who? Yep. Before her stands an old mage, wrinkled and old like a withered tree. Next to him stands an assassin wearing a white skull mask. Zoken Mato. She recognizes him with a single look as a mage of the Makiris, whom she was taught about when she left the castle in her homeland.
Zoken Mato, you're playing at being a master even though the Holy Grail hasn't chosen you.
The girl climbs down from the dark giant and faces the old man. There's no fear in her eyes. The threat that she and the giant felt is most certainly not the person in front of them.
The Holy Grail hasn't chosen me as a master, you say? The Grail is but a receptacle. Why, you sound like you've let the Church poison your mind, to imply that it can consecrate others of its own will.
The girl watches the old man coldly as he chuckles good in delight. He's right. The Holy Grail does not choose. Masters are chosen by the Holy Grail, servants are granted physical form by its power, and are anchored in the world by their masters. That rule, that pretext, was deliberately distorted and spread. The girl knows that the goal of the Holy Grail War is just the opposite. It's merely to fill the Grail. The masters are not chosen, they're merely components of a ritual. Likewise, servants are merely used to open the gate.
You're the one who's been poisoned by your delusion, Zoken. The vessel has no will of its own.
Wait, is this Ilya? Or is it... I don't imagine that it's Berserker being this wordy, right? But somebody can confirm my suspicions one way or another. Just want to make sure. It's Ilya? Okay.
The vessel has no will of its own, but the Greater Grail which selects the Masters does. You summon heroic spirits to fill the Holy Grail because its prototype is here, on this land. The Makiti bloodline must really have fallen into ruin if even a founder's forgotten that.
The girl's voice is cold. Yep, it is her. She shows nothing but scorn for him, and the old man accepts it with a chuckle.
My. There's no need for concern. The decline of the Makiris ends here. Our endeavor's nearly complete. I had planned to finish it in the next ritual, but I've been blessed with capable pawns. I'm only one step away from my long-cherished goal.
Really? Then do as you wish. I have no interest in you. I don't like the fact that there's another vessel out there besides me, but it'll fail anyway. I won't stop you, so go crawl back into your hole.
That goes without saying. This old body of mine doesn't like the sunlight, so I'll go back to my nest once my business is done. But I can't help but feel anxious when things go so smoothly. Just in case, I'll be taking your body too. If I can seize you here, then my wish is all but granted.
The old man burns with a ghastly aura. The white skull slowly stands up but stops against the old man's wishes. It's obvious with a glance. The white-masked assassin is overwhelmed by the giant's presence. He has absolutely no chance of defeating it. He'll be cut in half with a single stroke if he attacks, so he stays still knowing full well what awaits him.
A coward just like his master. You shouldn't have come if you're so afraid of death.
Oh wait. No. It's not Zoken. Sorry.
A coward just like his master. You shouldn't have come if you're so afraid of death. Do both of you value your own lives that much?
Assassin doesn't answer. Instead, his master laughs loudly.
Yes, I do. My wish for immortality, and he desires a name that will be remembered for eternity. We were fated to meet because our goals are the same.
Are you insane? You're going to wish for immortality.
The girl's eyes are filled with disgust. The old man's sneer twists even more. It's as if he was waiting for her criticism and scorn.
Naturally. Behold this body. With every passing moment, it loses its function and reeks of death melting from within. Even now, my brain cells wither and take my intellect with them. How could you possibly comprehend this pain, this suffering of a constantly crumbling life?
You brought that on yourself.
The human body can barely last 100 years. To go beyond that, you have to pay a price. If you can't endure it, then disappear. Death will end your suffering, you know. The old body trembles. The mage's back quivers as if he is having a coughing fit.
There it is, Heinsberg. The same old logic even after 1,000 years. In the end, you are nothing but puppets imitating humans.
He chortles heartily, finding it truly hilarious.
What did you say?
Fool. Listen well, child of winter. For humans, there is no greater sorrow than death. Even the pain of being a nest for these worms is like the sting of a mosquito compared to my own death. Survival is the only true way to escape suffering. If one finds comfort in death, then it just proves that one was never truly alive at all. That is what makes you a mere puppet. Your hastily built body won't last another year. How can a creation designed to live a short life possibly comprehend human desire?
That's right. I can't understand it. You're an exception even among humans because you failed to accept your own mortality even after such a long life. You're deranged. Do you really not want to die that badly?
Of course. It's inconceivable. I don't want to die like this. I must remain in this world and live on. But I've reached the limit of what I can do. That's why I desire a permanent, eternal vessel. For that purpose.
That's why you want the Holy Grail. You seek it because you fear death.
What human does not fear death? It's futile to seek any truth or state of enlightenment. You cannot overcome your own extinction or the end of the world. Know this. If there is any way to still live, then anyone would reach for it, even if it means sacrificing the entire world. That's what it means to be human.
And you'd willingly sacrifice everyone else so that you can keep on living.
Indeed. I'd kill every last person on this earth if it would make my wish come true. Human greed knows no bounds. If you knew that each tree in this forest could be made into a drug to extend your life, even you would cut down the whole forest in an instant, even if it only meant an extra day of life. You'd kill a part of the world for one more day. And your desire would not be sated by a single forest. You'd kill all the trees in the world.
It doesn't matter that the harvest would destroy the world forever.
Oh, wait. Yeah. It's just still him, yapping.
It doesn't matter that the harvest would destroy the world for everyone else. Isn't that obvious? That's how humans have grown, increased, and grown fat throughout our history. I'm merely following a law that governs us all. If we're destined for ruin in the end, then who can criticize me for walking out of step with the masses?
The old man rants merrily, and staring at him for a moment in surprise. After staring at him for a moment in surprise.
I'm amazed. You've fallen so far, Makiri.
The girl speaks in a voice very unlike that of a girl.
What?
Remember? Where did our wish, our earnest hope to achieve a miracle come from? For what reason did we insist on maintaining a human form while trying to reach a destination beyond the means of mankind?
The laughter dies. The old mage stares up at the sky in contemplation.
Well spoken for a puppet. I see they've programmed you to imitate Justice.
He stares at the pale girl with a hideous expression.
Enough. Playtime is over. I want your body, but I have no use for your mind. I, Soken Makiri, will take the Einsburn Grail.
The old man's shadow creeps along the ground, as if in response the worrying pressure that had been hanging over the girl increases. The dark giant moves out without waiting for his master's command.
No! Come back, Berserker!
Her voice doesn't reach him. Kicking up a violent tempest, the dark giant storms in to mow down the encroaching shadow. I hear the sound of wind. The thing running through the forest and making the trees shake creates a familiar sounding wind. The tremors gradually grow stronger. We're nearing their source. It's probably just beyond this forest. We're almost upon it. Just beyond this dense, overlapping wall of trees, a battle of epic proportions is happening. I skid to a halt. Right before I come into a clearing, I stop as fast as I can and hide.
Berserker?
Tosuka takes cover behind a tree too, and we behold the disastrous spectacle in the clearing. The clearing is literally a battlefield. 3 servants are clashing weapons.
One is Berserker, the Dark Giant. The second is the White Skull Masked Assassin. And the third is... Oh my god! And the third is... Wait, that's... No way! Tosuka... Oh, wait, that's... No way! Tosuka's voice is shaking. I can't quite hear it. She's whispering right next to me, but the words don't enter my brain. The third servant. It's my first time seeing the third combatant, clad in black plate armor and visor. At the same time, it can't be. It immediately calls to mind someone I know well. The Dark Giant raises a war cry. It cleaves through the air with enough force to split a mountain, making the earth explode. The third combatant doesn't shy away from the flying rock and gravel. The black-armored servant breezes past Berserker's greatsword and earthen assault, as if it's the source of this raging wind. The roars of anguish belong to the giant. He possesses a steel body that renders all attacks ineffective, and the black swordsman easily slices it open. A sword paints Berserker's flank in black, the inky light threatening to swallow him whole. No.
No, Berserker! Run! If that gets you, you won't be able to come back to me! You don't have to fight anymore!
Ilya's voice is tearful.
It's futile. Now that he's been ensnared, there is no escape.
Rather than 2 versus 1, it seems even 3 opponents is too much for a great... Oh, wait.
Rather than 2 versus 1, it seems that 3 opponents is too much for a great hero to overcome.
Zoken must be the one cackling. The 2 masters, Ilya and Zoken, face each other from behind the protection of their servants. In front of Zoken is Assassin, who seems to have lost to Berserker. Berserker is in front of Ilya, his entire body is being corroded by something black. A dark swamp surrounds his feet. The ground isn't made of earth, but some bottomless pit of mud hampering his movements. On top of that, black vines from the swamp trap his arms and legs. I know those. They definitely belong to the Shadow, but for an instant, I feel like I'm looking at someone I know well. The duel reaches a new pitch, bringing me back to my senses. It's a desperate situation. Berserker is strong. He's fighting the Black Swordsman evenly, even as the Shadow tries to swallow him. But he's at his limit. The Black Swordsman easily runs forward and slashes Berserker. Even if he's at least as strong as his opponent, Berserker's freedom of movement is stripped away as the fight drags on. Meaning that the scales will only tip further in the swordsman's favor with each passing second. This outcome is clear.
Okay, this outcome is clear. Take care of the rest, Assassin. It's too risky for me to remain here any longer. Once it consumes Berserker, capture and bring back the Ironsburn girl.
Zoken blends into the mist. He's departing the forest, leaving Assassin behind.
Take heed. It consumes everything it sees, especially any dense sources of magical energy.
Wait, who's saying this? Sorry. Vera with the 2. So King Arthur has become the Black Knight, huh? Oh, hey, yeah, ha 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 ha. Who is this, actually? Is it, Archer, maybe? Actually? Because that's, like, I'm trying to think, like, who would say the Ironsburn girl? It's Zoken, probably, but it's like he's leaving. And why would he say, be careful not to let the Ironsburn girl be taken? Oh, well, I get, yeah, I guess, okay, that makes sense.
Take heed. Consumes everything it sees, especially any dense source of some magical energy. Be careful not to let the Ironsburn girl be taken, too.
His presence grows faint along with his physical form. Zoken is gone. Only Assassin and Berserker remain, as well as the Black Swordsman holding their weapon aloft.
No, you'll die too! Berserker, just run!
Ilya whimpers in an emotionless daze. Did he hear it? The Dark Giant roars and advances. What? His charge looks just like a tornado to me.
Berserker kicks his way out of the ground, free of the black shadow that had swallowed him up to the waist, and charges. What he's doing is inconceivable. Not only was he being constricted by the mud at his feet, the shadow also had him entirely bound. He couldn't move. His body was getting eaten by the shadow, meaning Berserker couldn't take a single step, so he decided to tear himself free. With one hand, he grabbed the shadow that latched to his chest and tore it off with a ripping sound. He literally tore his body open wherever the shadow had grabbed him, exposing his innards. His massive physique is swift. This time, his attack is sure to crush the Black Swordsman. This will likely be the last blow. With his body ripped apart and on the verge of death, he'll make absolutely sure to kill his enemy. And the swordsman answers the assault with their greatest attack.
No! Stop, Berserker!
Ilya runs. She starts running desperately towards Berserker as if she can't see the spreading shadow at his feet.
Ilya!
Even if I go, there's nothing I can do. I don't have a chance of winning against the shadow or the swordsman. But still, right now I have to stop Ilya! No, come back, Ilya! I run out from the cover of the trees. Ilya's running at Berserker. I catch up to her and pull her back. And my ears gone numb from stress, the fierce howling of the wind and the mad warrior's roars. Oh shit. Buffet me so violently I can't even see. The wind pushes me to the ground, Ilya's still in my arms. My vision's gone white and I can't even stand. No, I can't even remember to stand. My body is hot. Something sleeping deep within Shiroemiya cries out. I don't know what or why, but I sense this heat resonating with the noble phantasm that was just unleashed. What? It's getting as hard to breathe as it is to see. I can't do anything. As long as that sword's burned into my eyes, none of my human functions will be restored. This is insane! It's like I'm under a spell. My heart was stolen by something I only caught sight of for a brief instant. Even among the numerous noble phantasms, it's an illusion of a different magnitude. Few noble phantasms can rival its elegant design and fine workmanship, but its beauty is hardly skin deep. No, the word beautiful would be an insult to this sword. The sword isn't beautiful, but earnest and precious. It's a legend imbued with the hopes and dreams of the people. Neither a relic of myth nor a work of mankind. It is a crystallization crafted from our feelings alone, a sword of pure fantasy, sitting at the apex. My eyesight returns. Black crimson flame as dark as midnight illuminates the sky. It was the pillar of light that cleaved the forest darkness itself. The flames burn silently, but the air is cold. Maybe it doesn't burn oxygen, but freezes it instead. The darkly lit forest grows colder. The swordsman stands against the backdrop of black flames. I scowl at the sword pointed at me, one of my arms still around Ilya. I can't feel any bloodlust or hostility from the swordsman. I'm afraid of being killed, but at the same time I clench my jaw in frustration. It's not her. This is someone else. It's not just her lack of malice. She doesn't have any of the nobility she used to. Her helm cracks. It must have been thanks to Berserker's last attack. When I see her bare face, I know without a doubt that it's her, no matter how much she's changed. Saber. No. Oh, man. Fuck. And that last line, too. In terms of plain attack power, she is the strongest. Fuck, dude. Yakusoku sareta shori no ken. The Black Aurora Sword. Because Excalibur is an amplifier that converts the user's magical energy, the light of Darkened Saber's holy sword is also turned to black. Just as Vivian and Morgan coexist with the fairies of the lake, this holy sword also has both good and evil attributes. Oof. Oof. She doesn't reply. Her eyes are now gold and unreadable.
They just stare down at me, her fallen foe.
Shiro.
Oh,
Shiro.
Ilya's voice is trembling. Behind Saber, something that looks like the eviscerated corpse of Berserker sinks into the dark shadow. Ilya just watched her servant die in battle. Of course a young girl like her would be scared. Saber. I shake off the excess emotions. I hold on tight to Ilya and tense my right arm. This isn't the time to be shocked. I'm going to save Ilya. I'll save her and go home. I can't freeze in my tracks here and wait for death. Saber swings her sword. Just as she's about to cut me down while I'm trying to stand up, she instantly changes direction and deflects 3 arrows. Archer!
Don't stop! Take Ilya and get out of here!
Swords clash. Archer immediately follows his sniping up with a bladed assault. But it doesn't give me any peace of mind. Saber easily blocks his blindingly fast dual swords. Something is wrong with Archer. I look and see that his feet are tangled in the shadow, too. What a disgrace, Archer. A pure heroic spirit could never resist that thing's cursed realm. Right now, you're a little different from the wraiths roaming these woods. That ruthless voice definitely belongs to Saber. She nonchalantly steps on the shadow and... effortlessly sends Archer flying into the woods behind him.
Philip with the 3, Saber Alter enters chat. Everyone starts swooning. Yeah. And yeah, that is what she's called. I did have this little bit spoiled for me before the route. That I knew that Saber would be coming back in some way. I just didn't know what the full context would be. But, oof, man. What? Even if the shadow was slowing him down, she cut right through both of his sword's guard without even trying. Then she does it again. Saber faces me silently. Those eyes. They declare that she'll kill me unless I hand Ilya over.
Shiro.
Ilya lets go of my arm. The gesture seems to say that it's okay to hand her over. It flips a switch inside me. Get back! Toska's waiting for us in the woods. We'll figure this out if we can get back there. I push Ilya back and take hold of my wooden sword with my now free left hand. I take a Sagan stance. If Saber comes for us, I'll use all the strength and magical energy I have to strike back. That's all I can do now. I have nothing to say to Saber. I can't apologize, nor can I ask her to come back to me. She isn't speaking to me, so that isn't something I should say to her. Saber is my enemy now. The only way I can respond is to fight back as hard as I can. I tighten my aim. I won't try for a mutual kill. Saber personally taught me that it isn't an effective tactic. An attack that risks your own life only works when you're evenly matched with your opponent. I can't hope to achieve that against Saber. So I'm only going to try one attack. Now that her helmet's broken, I should be able to do some damage if I go for the head. It'll take everything I have. I'll defeat my enemy and survive. Unless I imagine myself fully committing to this, I don't have a chance against her. Here she comes. Dodge, 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 dodge! Who cares if it looks bad? Who cares if I have to crawl in the mud? If I can't dodge the first attack, then forget protecting Ilya! Oh. I'm dead. I've sparred rashly with Saber enough times to know that she won this bout. Her downstroke streaks down like a diving falcon from my upper left. It's a slash precise enough to cut a grain of rice, coming for Shiro Emiya's head. But my head stays attached. Saber's sword stops just shy of my neck. Oh? What happened? Then she wordlessly lowers her sword and turns away. Don't tell me she stopped her sword because of that. The black swamp spreading across the ground. That shadow's trying to crawl out of it. Ah! There's no doubt. It's that unknown being, that clump of curses that I saw before in the park. My role is finished here. I leave the rest to you.
My gratitude. It is an easy task. With this, I can restore my honor for losing to that Majin.
Saber walks deeper into the black swamp.
And then, she sinks into the shadow with a bubbling noise just like Berserker. I watch until she's gone. I have no way of knowing why she's still in this world or why she's on their side now. If she's my enemy, then I have to fight her. That's what war is. But still, I can't help but think that if I'd been stronger that night, she might never have been warped into that dark version of herself.
Emiya!
Tosuka's voice pulls me back to reality. Right now, we're facing the creeping black shadow and the assassin with the skull mask locked into a smile. We're running, Ilya! I take Ilya's hand and run. Ilya gives the swamp that swallowed Berserker one last sad glance, and holds in her tears as she starts to run. We run through the forest. I'm following Tosuka's back. I can sense Assassin chasing us through the trees. Behind you, Emiya! Tosuka should have gotten far ahead of us by now, but she slows down and turns back. She must be worried. Yeah. I know the enemy's right behind me, but I can't do anything about it. My pursuer's Assassin. How am I supposed to shake him off with Ilya in tow?
That's far enough. I don't need you.
A sinister voice growls in my ear. I look to the side and see a face in a skull mask, smirking and licking a dagger. The white skull's blown away. Assassin was running right next to us until someone kicked him in the stomach.
Huh. So you can't even kill the child without resorting to an ambush, you third rate.
Archer doesn't stop as he says it.
I'll cover the rear guard. Take Ilya and run. Hurry. If that thing catches up to you, you're finished.
Archer's looking at Assassin and something else approaching from behind him. It's catching up. The shadow is corroding the ground itself as it catches up to us. Archer!
Save the discussion for later. Run, boy. Now that you've taken Ilya's hand, protect her till the very end.
Archer slightly slows and falls behind us. For an instant, just before he leaves, he looks at Ilya with a terribly sorry expression. We leave the melee behind and escape the forest. The clash behind us continues between Assassin, our pursuer, and Archer there to head him off. Assassin's forced back repeatedly, unable to go on the offensive. He clashes evenly with Archer. Each dagger Assassin throws at me whenever he spots an opening is shot down, leaving him clearly frustrated. But that isn't because he's weak.
Safe!
Archer intercepts dozens of thrown daggers. He does it with a vigor unlike anything he's shown thus far. Archer has the advantage. I don't know why, but right now he's fighting with a demonic frenzy.
How can you move?
Assassin desperately parries a shot, retreating. Archer retorts.
It's simple. I'm not a proper hero like the others. I'm on the same level as that mud. In other words,
Archer steps back, perhaps sensing an opportunity.
I'm also a twisted heroic spirit, though not as bad as you.
And brings a sword down on the white mask. The black robe scrambles wildly. Assassin flees, clutching his slashed face. It isn't a temporary withdrawal, but a flight for his life. The black-robed servant escapes Archer and disappears into the wooded gloom. Nice one! Now we don't need to worry about him chasing us. Oh. Yeah. Good work, Archer. You must be tired, so go on ahead and rest in spirit form. Tosuka congratulates him with palpable relief. Rin! Behind her. It boils up, as if it were born in the shade of the trees. What? She turns around. Simultaneously, the shadow's black tentacles reach out. Tosuka! I won't make it in time. I can only watch as the tentacles lance forth to impale Tosuka. But skewer Archer instead after he pushes her out of the way. Oh, man. Huh? Tosuka stares up in shock at Archer. Archer is done. He's still breathing, and there isn't much blood. He's been impaled, but if it isn't through a vital spot, he should be able to regenerate from it. Still, I know that he can't fight anymore. That thing kills servants. No matter how powerful a heroic spirit is, it can't beat the shadow because it's a summoned servant. I just know that somehow.
No way. Archer, what are you doing?
Does Tosuka sense it too? She calls out to Archer in a trembling voice, climbing to her unsteady feet, but...
Stay away! Get out of here, you fool!
Oh, wait. That was Archer.
Stay away! Get out of here, you fool!
Archer's harsh rebuke stops her in her tracks. The shadow pulsates. This forest will die. All of the surrounding mana is being sucked up into the shadow. Stupidly, I think that it reminds me of a water balloon. The balloon's engorged and still filling. An unsavory premonition of it bursting and exploding its contents all over us flashes through my mind. Oh, crap! I'm gonna be caught in it. We'll be completely swallowed by it here. Archer pulls out the tentacle skewering his body and runs at Tosuka. Then, protect Ilya. I'll protect Ilya. I can't protect two people at once. Tosuka has Archer, but Ilya has nobody else. So I have to protect her. In Berserker's place. Ilya, get down! I tackle her to the ground, just as I cover her up with my body. My sight and spirit are dyed jet black.
It's hot.
I feel like my body's about to be blown away. A wave of compressed magical energy erupts into a tempest that violates the whole forest.
Nothing.
My vision is all black. So dark even though I can see clearly I must have fallen into a black sun.
I have no self. No body.
It must have been melted by the sun. I have no body. A complete sensory loss is more revolting than any pain. But that's a problem. I can't protect Ilya without my body. The Black Shadow will try to take Ilya away. I use my right arm to resist as best as I can. I hug Ilya with my right arm and hold on to the ground. That's when I finally realize it. I do have a body. After all, I can't protect Ilya without a body. Wow, I'm being so dramatic. I'm only missing everything from my left shoulder. It's all gone. My body's still here. I'm still here. But so is the feeling of loss. It's not like every part of me got wiped out, but I still feel a deep sense of loss, as if I really have lost my whole body. I'm disappearing. The shadow melts away without a trace, as if it's expended all its power. Ilya's safe. I don't know what she's saying. Maybe my ears are ringing. Tosuka, I wonder how she's doing. Archer is there. His red cloak is soaked in blood and he looks so weak, like he's about to disappear. That's weird. What's she doing here? You lost your mind? If you do that, you'll... There's nothing to consider. If I do nothing, two will die. But if I transplant this, I'm sure to save one. At any rate, this body has reached its limit. Oh, okay.
There's nothing to consider. If I do nothing, two will die. If I transplant this, I'm sure to save one. At any rate, this body's reached its limit. If I'm going to disappear anyway, then it doesn't hurt to try.
Archer is talking to Ryder. I wonder what is happening. In the end,
Normally he'd die. You can't save a person by attaching a spiritual body to theirs. But he and I are a special case. Rin will know what to do once she wakes up.
Just once, he lovingly touches Tosuka's hair. Oh, but he and I are a special case. Fuck! Archer! Everything is growing dark. The black sun is gone, so this must be my mind sinking into the dark.
This is as far as I go. Be well, Tosuka.
Archer says a goodbye in a voice that sounds just like mine. No! Man. The shadow shudders. The red night is drenched in blood. Tosuka sitting on the ground in shock. 5 meters away from them stands a silver-haired girl holding hands with Shido Emiya. The shadow shudders. It shrinks like a withered tree and then expands like a pufferfish. Now its venomous nature resembles a more wicked deep-sea creature. keeps swelling, growing shamelessly and endlessly until it covers the entire forest in deep black. In an instant, the Red Knight dies protecting Rintosaka, and Shido Emiya is saved by sheer luck. He was fortunate that the forest terrain is filled with crags and valleys. Shido Emiya evaded the shadow in a ditch, but his exposed left arm was not so lucky. She awakens from a dream. It's been half a day since she sent Ryder to protect Shido. Sakura has been sharing her servant's perception so that she could keep an eye on things from the Emiya house. The shocking scene jolted her back to reality. She feels nauseous. She's hit by the vertigo of suddenly severing her senses from that of her servant. Her sleeping body's covered in sweat, and if she even tries to breathe, she suddenly... The contents of her stomach rise to her throat. She runs to the changing room. Clinging to the sink, she covers her mouth with her hand, not breathing. She can't contain the bile in her chest and it spills out. Her shoulders heave up and down. Her long hair sways like a curtain, concealing her face from the mirror.
It can't be Senpai's hand.
She recalls the nightmare with horror. Those images were real. Shido Emiya protected the silver-haired girl, and the shadow swallowed his arm. It was devoured down to its socket.
What have I done?
Sakura berates herself as if she's thought something she shouldn't have. She feels both chills and a strange sense of exultation, and can't quite process what happened or what she should do next. All she knows for sure is that she hates herself. Before, she had a similar invasive thought. If she injured Shido Emiya so that he couldn't go outside, then he wouldn't be in danger anymore. No. Oh.
No, that's wrong.
Yes, it was wrong. It wouldn't solve anything. How fickle of her to wish that he'd get hurt enough to not go outside. And now she'd hurt Shido Emiya in a way that had nothing to do with her wish. His life was in danger, never mind his ability to leave the house. Both of these things actually happened. That was what it really meant to hurt him. How could she have wished for something so awful? The nausea won't go away. She's already vomited everything in her stomach, but the retching won't stop. Blood and bile. It's almost as if the mangling pain in her stomach and the searing in her throat are meant to punish her, she thinks to herself. Yeah, she's absolutely connected to the shadow. I was thinking about it before, but it's pretty certain now. Several dozen minutes pass. After running out of even her stomach bile, the nausea passes and she finally regains her composure. She pants roughly. Her shoulders heave, her breathing ragged. She grips the sink in both hands, trying to catch her breath like she's just finished running a marathon.
Now Senpai can't fight anymore.
Her honest feelings slip out in a rapturous tone. It's a short whisper. Disheveled and winded, she looks up. The image of her in the mirror is weighed down by guilt. She looks downcast and worried for Shido Emiya's welfare. She sincerely and earnestly wishes for his safety. The mirror reflects her crooked grin. Oh, Sakura.
It's hot.
I'm trapped in a steamy stone room. The heat seeping in from my shoulder joint is like thousands of microscopic bugs eating my cells. My shoulder, it's like countless bugs are gathering in a wound I can't see.
It's hot.
My body burns from within. This is more like a frying pan with the lid on than a sauna. There's a sizzling sound. If I relax, I might find myself burned black.
It's hot.
The heat melts my mind, not my body. Hold on just a second. Okay. Oozing, roaring. The heat spreads fiercely and cautiously, burning and rewriting my genes. Will this nightmare finally end?
It's hot.
The open hole is covered to stop the bugs from escaping.
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot, 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 hot!
The hole is my shoulder. Bugs barge into my body through that entrance. The entrance, the hole they should leave through, is blocked by flesh that isn't my own.
changing. Something unknown is changing me. It's coming in. Knowledge I shouldn't have enters my brain. His combat experience and knowledge. His noble phantasm. Not those short swords. Kancho and Bakuya. He was a blacksmith heroic spirit who favored those swords also forged by a famous blacksmith. So he forged them too. He could reproduce anything he saw and understood. No, it wasn't reproduction, but projection. A unique type of magecraft that recreates the caster's imagined principle of creation. The heat burning my heart demands that I master it.
Are you kidding me? That's impossible. I can't let this inside me. I don't know projection. I haven't reached that level yet. This shortcut's definitely going to destroy my body. I already have my hands full just being myself. I can't remember all this other stuff he's showing me, much less master it. I'm not strong enough to do it. You and I are complete strangers with nothing in common, so there's no way this will take. No, even if it does, I couldn't possibly endure it. Can't lose track of time, can't get out of order. Even if you help me, I don't have the skill to handle it.
My consciousness slowly returns. I'm in an unfamiliar room, lying on an unfamiliar bed. Huh? I sit up. I think I saw Saber in the forest, ran away with Tosaka, and then I took Ilya, and... We lock eyes. Ilya's right next to the bed, staring at me with wide eyes. Oh. You're okay, Ilya. I sigh in relief. I don't know what's going on yet, but I'm really happy that Ilya is alright.
It worked! You're awake, Shido!
Wait, Ilya! Ilya dives into my arms.
Thank goodness! Thank goodness, Shido!
Ilya keeps repeating that over and over as she buries her face in my chest. Well, she's got me. I really have no idea what's going on, but if she's crying this much, then I'll just have to stay still and let her.
Do your injuries hurt? If anything feels off at all, let me know and I'll get you a replacement right away.
No, it doesn't hurt anywhere. Anyway, Ilya, can you explain what... Before I can finish my question. I feel like a long blade's driven into my body. I'm unable to bear the pain, my right hand scratching at my chest.
Shido, try to relax. You need to suppress the left arm, not just put up with it.
My left arm? I don't understand. I don't really understand, but I want the pain to stop. I calm my heart rate. Once I close my eyes and meditate, I immediately sense what's wrong. Wait, oh my god, did he... If I know the source of the pain, the foreign element, then I can slightly control the pain. I just need to build a barrier to prevent the alien parts from mixing with my own body. It's okay. I'm calm now, Ilya.
Good. I can tell too. I was worried what might happen, but you don't seem to be rejecting it.
Ilya seems to know where the pain is coming from. Did Archer give Shido his fucking arm? I look down at myself and notice that I'm wearing a hospital gown. No, it's more like a bunch of belts than a gown. The fact that I can only move my right arm is proof enough. Everything else is fixed tightly in place. I can't even change my own clothes like this. What's this? Why am I wearing this, Ilya?
That's...
She looks away uncomfortably.
I will explain, Shido Emiya.
And then, someone appears who I really didn't want to see.
Hi, Kotsumine!
She's recovering as well. I'm only going to debrief him, so if you don't have any business here, go wait in the lobby.
Sure you will. I'm going to leave with Shido. If you really aren't going to do anything to him, then there shouldn't be a problem if I stay.
I see. There's indeed no problem with it. but I'd like to keep the explanation brief. Go sit in a corner if you aren't going to interrupt me.
Fine, I'll do that.
Ilya walks by Kotomine and leans against a wall.
Now then, before I explain the situation, allow me to answer your question. Don't be too surprised, Shiroemiya.
Kotomine reaches out. The priest undoes the belt, exposing my skin. Holy shit, dude. Look at him! It's kind of fucking badass, not gonna lie, though. I gotta be real with you. This arm doesn't belong to Shiroemiya. I can tell even under the cloth it's all wrapped in. The thing serving as my left arm came from somewhere else. It's something alien that defies the laws of nature. It should never be attached to me. Kotomine, this is...
Archer's left arm. I honored his last wishes and transplanted it from his corpse.
Archer's last wishes? Wait, corpse? You mean he's...
After the transplant, he disappeared. He was already on the verge of death when he brought you here. I'm surprised he lasted so long. It must be thanks to his independent action ability.
Archer's gone. That means the only servants left are Zoken's assassin, Sakura's rider, and... No. She's changed so much that I don't think you can call her a servant anymore. Wait, you said Archer disappeared. Then how is his arm still here?
If he's passed on before the transplant was complete, then the arm would have gone as well. But your new arm was amputated and transplanted while he was still in the mortal world. It's the incarnated flesh of a heroic spirit, connected to Shiroemiya's magic circuits and incarnated by your own magical energy. It became a part of your body once the surgery was complete. Afterward, Archer disappeared, leaving his left arm behind. It is now your arm.
Then this is really his arm?
Yes. At the time, neither you nor Archer had much time left to live. Archer's spiritual core keeping him in this world was destroyed and you were critically wounded, lacking vital life-sustaining tissues. Fortunately, Archer's body was only lightly damaged. He gave you the only unscathed part of his body so that you might live.
The half of me that was swallowed up by the shadow, the heat that invaded my mind, and this left arm that obviously belongs to someone else. Everything tells me that those events really happened. I collapsed in the forest. Then, Archer saved my life. But can you really transplant servant parts onto a human?
It isn't impossible to connect them. It's said that spiritual healers treat the soul, not the body. And that priest turned out to be a real one, despite all appearances.
I know that she means, like, in the sense that, like, oh yeah, he really is, you know, this thing. But also, it's just very funny to think about, like, you know,
Oh yeah, he's a real one. That guy's a real one. Shout out to my man.
I'll accept the compliment, but it hardly is a joyous state of affairs. It's considered a forbidden art to connect different spiritual bodies because it is always doomed to failure. The resurrection and restoration of spiritual bodies, of souls, is a mystic beyond the scope of magecraft. That's why I expected it to only work in shape, and that you'd die of shock afterward. But you and Archer are special. I just realized that earlier too. If it was you two, you'd be able to bounce back.
Ilya avoids meeting my eyes, looking sad somehow.
Oh?
Oh wait, I guess Ilya said that.
You and Archer are special. I just realized that earlier too. If it was you two, you'd be able to bounce back.
Ilya avoids meeting my eyes, looking sad somehow.
Oh? Well, I don't know the reason. I just know that you were highly compatible. I was surprised once the operation began. Even identical twins aren't so similar.
I try putting strength into my left arm to confirm Kotomine's words. I can't feel anything. There's no pain, it just feels like a dead weight. I can't move it no matter what I do. It's like an arm gone numb from a lack of blood flow. The sensation of having an attached arm I can't move causes mental fear rather than physical pain. My left arm is just a lump of iron now. Maybe this is what being a Tin Man would feel like. I can't move it at all. Did the surgery really work?
Don't force it. It's only just been attached. Your body will be accustomed to it in a few days. As I said earlier, you two were exceptionally compatible with each other. You should be able to recover enough even to resume normal life. But be warned, I'm only saying that your circuits were compatible. No matter how compatible you are, that is the arm of a heroic spirit, which a human cannot handle. No, it's more weapon than limb. It's powerful, but it will draw you in if you use it.
You mean I'll die?
Naturally. If the human Shiroemiya uses the arm of a heroic spirit, the limb will invade your body. No, it'd be more correct to say that it will drive your body away. Archer's arm is far beyond Shiroemiya's spiritual core to sustain. If you use the arm even once, it will activate Archer's magic circuits. When that happens, your body will be unable to withstand Archer's magecraft and collapse from within. Hear me. I'm not saying that each use will shorten your lifespan. Once you use the arm, you will have lit the fuse on a time bomb.
What the hell? Is he basically saying that if I try to copy what Archer does even once, I'm as good as dead? So that's what these bandages are for?
Yes, they're a seal. So long as your left arm stays wrapped, its magic circuits will not manifest. Even if you use magecraft, the left arm won't act as a part of you. But do not be complacent. Magical energy runs through your body even when you aren't using magecraft. It may cause your left arm to react with pain or activation. I've wrapped your arm in the Holy Shroud of Martin to suppress its magical energy. As long as the shroud stays on, it will hinder the arm's invasion of your body, to an extent.
Wait, to an extent, so not completely?
That's impossible. I suppose whether you use Archer's arm or not, it will ultimately consume you. If you want to live longer than grow into a mage that can resist the arm, then you may be able to keep it sealed even without the aid of the shroud. I give it about 10 years until the arm devours you completely. That's how much time he bought you. You can become capable enough to control the arm on your own or fail and die. Either way, it's hardly an urgent matter.
Hardly urgent? Someone just grafted this thing onto me when I wasn't even looking. There's no use whining now. I would have died in the forest. Archer's arm transplant saved my life, so I would be making light of his sacrifice if I complained. Alright, let me thank you. You helped me out again, Father Kotsumine. Pray that it doesn't happen a fourth time.
If you're well enough to run your mouth, then there's no need to worry about you. Now leave this place. Rin's waiting for you in the chapel.
Kotsumine heads for the exit. I get down from the bed and put on clothes that someone left for me. My left arm can't move, so I just slip on a coat. Alright, I think it won't hurt if I'm careful. Let's go, Ilya.
Okay, I'm coming.
When we go outside, we're in the church's central garden. The sky is dark. It's already nighttime.
I forgot to mention that the Holy Shroud is easily removable if you wish. The choice is always up to you. You're free to use Archer's arm, but I cannot guarantee your safety if you do so. Keep that in mind and conduct yourself as best as you can.
When we enter the chapel, Tosaka is glaring at me. I don't remember her ever glaring at me like this before, but I'm relieved that she's safe.
Now then, everyone has been treated. Archer's arm was transplanted to Shiroemiya and Rin has been detoxified. Do you have any further requests?
Of course not. I owe you more, and if I owe you any more favors, I'll be putting my own life at risk.
I see. Then I suppose this concludes our meeting, but allow me to ask you something as Overseer. What do you intend to do next, Rin? At this point, the Holy Grail War is a failure. Victory is close, with so few servants remaining, despite this assembly of masters.
Tosaka goes quiet for a moment. As Kotomine says, the war's victor's almost decided. The only masters left with servants are Zoken and Sakura. Normally, the last survivors would fight. Sakura can't disobey Zoken. In that sense, he's already won.
Zoken Mato will likely decide to either retrieve Sakura Mato, or dispose of her. It'd also be difficult to prevent this, and neither of you were obligated to do so. After all, you have nothing to gain from defeating Zoken.
Oh yeah? So you're saying that masters without servants can't get the Holy Grail?
Yes. Thus, there's no point in any further conflict or combat. It'd be the correct choice to quietly return home and wait for the war to conclude.
Thanks for the warning, but I'm not forfeiting.
I'm surprised. You mean you haven't given up on the Holy Grail?
Of course not. I'm still a master, even if I don't have a servant. Don't go deciding on your own that I'll forfeit just because I'm alone.
Oh? True, quite true. Someone here marched to his death even without a servant of his own. It seems you won't wave the white flag so easily.
Shido has nothing to do with this. Look, it's my decision. I'm not giving up yet, and I don't feel like letting Zoken win. If I do either, then it won't help her at all.
Tosuka. I blink at her in surprise.
Sandworm me with the two. Kotsumine.
Actually, it's pronounced Chappelle.
God damn it. Why do you look so happy? Look, I'm not copying you or anything, okay? I'm just not giving up while I still have a chance at the prize. Unlike the way you keep sticking around even though you don't have a chance.
Yeah, I bet. I thought that's what you might say.
I don't appreciate your tone, but as long as you get it.
Tosuka turns away with a huff. She isn't saying that she won't give up the Holy Grail to Zoken out of a sense of morality. If Zoken wins, then we can't save Sakura. If we want to save Sakura, then either Sakura has to win the Holy Grail or someone willing to help her. Tosuka is saying that if someone is going to win, then it should be her or Sakura. That's the only reason she needs to fight Zoken. Tosuka can't actually obtain the Holy Grail anymore, but she still wants to help her little sister.
How about you, Shido Emiya? Will you still pursue the Holy Grail like Rin?
Yeah, I won't stop fighting. I have my own goal too. I can't let Zoken do as he pleases.
I see. I will not stop you if that's your choice. You have a fatal lack of combat strength, but Zoken Mato is weak. There may be methods of dealing with him.
Our eyes meet. Methods, huh? I can't see any way to do it alone, but with Tosuka, we might just find a way to defeat Zoken. The conversation ends. With our treatment complete, Kotomine states that he has no reason to shelter former masters who don't even want protection, and asks us to leave. We were going to leave anyway. Hey, Ilya, do you have anywhere to go?
I still have my castle. Scylla and Lays will come out if I call for them, so I still have a place to go home too. Why are you asking?
Well, it could be dangerous out there alone. I was thinking you could stay over at my place if you want. I think it'd be more convenient for you, too.
Okay, but I'm not coming. That woman is at your house.
What an odd thing to say. I looked at Tosuka for answers, unsure what Ilya meant by that. Oh, she's giving me a look that says not to drag her into this.
Oh, so you've chosen Sakura Mato, Shido Emiya.
Kotomine?
I don't mind taking Ilya's veil in. Zoken would only try to abduct her again if she went back to the castle.
Hell no, I'm taking Ilya in.
Oh, wait. Was that Rin that offered it the first time? Sorry, because I don't think that... Kotomine doesn't strike me as the type of guy to say, heck no! I guess it's Cher then, right? Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, I see. Heck no, I need to borrow Ilya.
No thanks. I'll decide where I'm going to stay.
That's disappointing to hear. And I suppose Ilya's veil will be staying at the Tosuka mansion.
Don't be stupid! An Einspurn master would never live at the Tosuka house.
That's so. Then where are you gonna go? You won't be staying with Shido. You don't want to go to the church, and my house isn't good enough for you. Guess you're going back to the castle then?
I know that. That's my atelier to begin with, so I don't need to rely on other masters for help. I can take care of myself even without Berserker.
Oh wow, really? Shido saved your life, but you're just gonna run back to the castle without an ounce of gratitude? Hear that, Emiya? She doesn't like you, even though you went to all that trouble. She's saying your house is too stuffy for her.
What are you talking about, Rin? I never said...
You're saying it right now.
Oh wait, you're saying it right now. You don't want to go to Emiya's house because you don't want to rely on him, right? You'd feel better back at your own castle.
That's true, but I need to go back to the castle because I should stay away from Shido.
Hmm? Oh, I see. You don't only want to avoid asking him for help, you don't even like him personally. Why didn't you say so earlier?
Tosuka ruthlessly prods at Ilya. This is bad. I start to worry that this might turn into a fight that can only be settled with blood when...
That's not true! I never said that I don't like Shido! There's something else I don't like!
See? You're so popular, Emiya.
Tosuka snickers quietly, while Ilya glares at her with frustration. So whose house is Ilya going to? In the end, we decided that Ilya would come to my house. Tosuka and Ilya leave the chapel, arguing. You could say that they actually get along pretty well. The conversation's over. It's our problem from here on out, and I have nothing else to discuss with the priest. I start to leave the chapel, following Tosuka, when behind me I hear,
Do not forget, Shido Emiya. You no longer have a body that can fight.
a warning from the priest, which I've come to expect by now. That's not true. I can't use my left arm, but I can still fight.
I see. How is Sakura Mato's health, by the way?
Sakura's health? I'm a little surprised. I thought he'd say something more spiteful, so why is he asking how Sakura is feeling? What's gotten into you? Why would you worry about Sakura now?
You misunderstand. I'm talking about your body. Listen well, Shido Emiya. Your condition may be precarious, but Sakura Mato carries an even more disastrous bomb. You may be fine as long as you don't fight, but Sakura Mato is falling apart with each passing hour. That's why you cannot stop fighting, even if you know it will hasten your demise. Shido Emiya must fight if he wishes to save Sakura Mato, but as you are now, battle would be tantamount to suicide. Do you understand that saving Sakura Mato means killing yourself?
So what? It's none of your business. I decided that I'd save Sakura. That oath hasn't changed, no matter what happens to my body.
I see. Self-sacrifice is indeed a beautiful ideal. I wonder if that's all this girl really means to you.
What did you say?
This is my last warning, Shido Emiya. Letting her live is an act of greed. Do not forget that if you want Sakura Mato to survive.
I go outside. Tosuka and Ilya are waiting in the courtyard. Ilya is gazing up at the sky, looking a little chilly. Meanwhile, Tosuka is staring at me, and I can tell she's about to complain.
That took a while, Shido. What were you talking with Kira about?
Oh, he was just being ironic, like always. More importantly, there's something I'm curious about. Should I ask? Tosuka, are you just going to use my first name now?
Fine then. We're short on time, so I'll be brief. Things are getting pretty serious, and our chances aren't great if we each go it alone. I'll let you off the hook for yesterday, so you'd better be grateful.
Tosuka makes a haughty expression and says something even more patronizing. She's hard to understand, but if I were to guess at the point that she's making... Tosuka, are you saying...
Yeah, I'm saying that I'll work together with you. I bet you aren't feeling great about fighting alone either. We both want to take down Zoken, so I'll team up with you if that's what you want.
She goes on, giving me a dissatisfied look. Finally, a light bulb goes off in my head. This sudden proposal is the best that could happen to me right now. Oh, thanks, Tosuka. I owe you big time. You're the best help that I could ask for. I shake her hand vigorously. Seriously, what's wrong with me? I know I'm being silly right now, but I'm so happy that I can't help myself.
Wait, okay, I get it. You're thankful, so time out.
Tosuka backs away in a hurry. Also, she's been staring at my left arm.
Let me ask you something first. Do you know whose arm that is?
I nod yes, of course.
Tosuka pauses, sighing deeply, then... Okay, Shido. From now on, you are my servant. My servant saved you, so it's only fair. She says something totally outrageous. What? Eh? I don't quite... Nope, I don't understand at all. I tried to jumpstart my brain into processing what she just said. What are you talking about? That's a completely absurd ownership claim. Oh, okay.
What are you talking about? That's a completely absurd ownership claim.
Good. Ilya gives her a timely answer.
You're off base to begin with. Shido already belongs to me, so you can't have him.
I see. She's mad about the wrong thing entirely. You sure know how to talk big. Do you think he belongs to you just because you let him go once? Then that goes for me too. I got really mad when he showed up at school one time like an idiot, and I almost tore him a new one.
You just can't control your own temper. I've been letting Shido run free every day, so his life obviously belongs to me. I get to decide whether he lives or dies. You have nothing to do with it, so back off.
I have nothing to do with it. Do you know how involved I've been with him this whole time? Don't underestimate me. Archer left him to me, so I need to shoulder that responsibility and make sure he survives. I can practically hear their teeth gnashing as they glare daggers at each other. I wait for their argument to conclude, my frown deepening by the second. Well, I can tell that no matter who wins, it's going to give me a headache. So who do you choose? Just when I thought the argument was going nowhere, they both decide to turn the last choice over to me. Oh, what? I'm asking whose servant you're going to be. We haven't heard your opinion yet, so we should make it clear now.
Yeah, Rin hasn't noticed that you don't want to go with her, so you need to spell it out. Come on, tell her, Shido. You're mine, right?
It isn't even worth considering. The person who has the right to order me around is... Ilya, I guess. Ilya, I guess? I just say the first name that comes to mind. Listen, Rin, you already got your spotlight. Ilya is getting plot development in this route, so obviously we have to pick Ilya.
Yeah, you're one lucky duck, Shido.
Ilya hugs me tightly. As an older brother figure, I'm more than happy about that. But Tosuka doesn't look amused in the slightest. It's enough to cancel out the joy. No, put me in the negative, actually. You like making children happy, huh? You're pretty childish yourself, Emiya. Don't tell me you're into little girls. Ugh, to make matters worse, she's back to calling me Emiya. She's giving me a wince-inducing look reserved for the other dregs of society.
You're embarrassing yourself, Rin. It isn't very ladylike to lose your temper just because you got dumped. That's why Shido doesn't like you.
You don't know what you're talking about, you precocious little brat! I'm just stating normal social values, and first of all, who are you calling dumped? Tosuka roars like a tiger. Ilya giggles and hugs me tighter. Honestly, I think it's just kind of funny to imagine that the reason she says that is because she's just like, what will make you feel the worst imaginable in this moment? Oh, you don't want to be friends with me? Hits you with the accusations.
See, Shido? Rin's so scary. But don't worry, I'll protect you, no matter what she tries.
Ilya beams. I'm happy to see that. Twice as happy as I was a moment ago, actually. But now I'm getting a look so cold and judgmental I can't possibly defend myself against it. So, can we move on? What? If you've got something to say, say it. Oh, it's nothing. Your tastes have nothing to do with me, Emiya. I have criticisms, but I won't voice them. But seriously, why? She asks me bluntly. However... what do you mean, why? Even I'm not really sure why I chose Ilya. It's like it happened on instinct. I can't believe this. Are you seriously one of those people? Like hell I am, idiot! I just picked her because I felt like it. I'm basically Ilya's guardian now anyway, so it only makes sense I'd choose her. The man doth protest too much, methinks.
Yeah! Shido's my servant now!
Tosuka looks exasperated while Ilya's jumping for joy. Looks like you've got your fighting spirit back. If you're gonna insist on it that hard, I'll respect your choice, but I feel bad for Sakura. I'm curious. I'm extremely curious what choice Tosuka thinks I'm making. But don't forget, even if you don't use it, that arm belongs to me. You have an obligation to serve me in Archer's place. Your body doesn't belong only to you anymore.
She's right. Tosuka lost Archer, and Archer's arm saved my life. That means I have to help her in his stead. Yeah, I know. Setting aside the fact that you keep calling me a servant, I'll let you decide our next steps. I'm out of ideas at this point, so any knowledge you can spare would give me a surer idea of what to do.
That's right. I'll do the thinking while you do the work. We're in the same boat now, so I'll be working you hard.
That's right. No matter what our history is, I have a new left arm thanks to Archer. If he passed on while he still had his pact with Tosuka, then it isn't wrong of me to inherit the promise he couldn't keep to her.
Alright, let's split up for now. I'm going home to get my things. You can go on ahead, Shiro.
Your things? Are you coming over too?
Obviously, we're gonna be fighting together, so we need to actually be together. Ilya doesn't like my house, and Sakura's already at your place, so that makes your house our base of operations.
Oh, it does, now that you mention it.
Good grief. Just when I think you're getting the hang of this, you space out. Maybe I made a mistake after all.
Tosuka sighs dramatically and heads down the opposite path. Ilya, my house is this way. Why are you going with Tosuka?
I'll just be a bit. Rin said she needed my help with something. I'll come over as soon as we're finished, so go on home first, Chido.
Ilya's going to help Tosuka? Really, Tosuka?
Really, we could use a secret weapon or two with things as they are. There's also some lids I can't open that our Ninesburn mage might be able to. Though I'd like to avoid digging up any Tosuka heirlooms if we can help it. If Grandmaster Kishire's souvenirs are what I think they are, I can't handle them by myself.
Then I should come too. I'm not interested in Kishire's relics, but Zell's Schweinorg sounds pretty nice.
Sorry, I had to remember how to say that. Ilya pivots and runs after Tosuka, her skirt fluttering. Kishire? So? Schweinorg? I stand there, confused. I've never heard the name before. Maybe it's a famous term that only real mages know. Schweinorg? Shivner? Schweiner?
Just like trying to feel his way around it like Ryder with his name earlier.
The guests have gone. The chapel returns to its usual... Oh, wait, right. Of course. Not Shiro narration voice. The guests have gone. The chapel returns to its usual silence, and the priest gazes up at a statue.
What you up to, Kotsumine? What you doing?
Are you sure about letting the Holy Grail go? A voice comes from behind him. I assume that this is going to be pretty obviously Gil. Yep. A young blonde-haired man asks the priest a question in an amused tone, as if he's been lurking nearby the entire time.
I don't mind. I was never fixated on it to begin with. If the Grail goes to them, I won't stop it. I suppose you won't. If you're truly as free of desire as you've always claimed, then it wouldn't make any sense for you to keep the Grail in check.
The young man suppresses a laugh. It's as if he's mocking the priest's words, as well as his own choice of free of desire. Of course, the priest really means it. The blonde man simply doesn't understand that the priest never had any desires in his life at all. In fact, Kide Kotomine does not need the power of the Holy Grail. All he has is his earnest pursuit. The Holy Grail should respond to its own wishes. It's a wish granter that can only give answers to one that one approves of, to questions that arise from oneself. And what meaning is there in an answer that one wished for?
Kotomine, I ask again, do you truly lack any interest in the Holy Grail? I have no use for a granter of wishes. I'm sure that applies to you as well, Gilgamesh. Both our goals are not wishes of our own. We simply pursue pleasure because we think the outcome would be amusing. It's no different from a meal. One should make one's own wishes come true, but this cannot save a human.
The priest keeps looking up at the statue. Beyond it, at a time more than 10 years past, when he still waited for his wish to come true. He was born to a traveling priest in the year 1967. He was told that his name, Kire, was a prayer. His father named him thus, hoping that he would be pure and beautiful. The son grew up as his father hoped,
From a young age, he was a surprisingly insightful youth who possessed good morals and wisdom. His father was happy to have been blessed with a worthy successor, and the son understood his father's joy. The son excelled at making his father happy. That was probably why his father valued him so. With that in mind, the boy matured according to his father's ideals. He had no doubts. That he could not love his father and was only appeasing his expectations was a separate matter. The boy named Kire grew up healthy and sound. There was just one problem. He was always confused by why his father called him beautiful. He became aware of this discrepancy one morning. On that day, he woke up, rose from his bed, and realized. He's not sure why he realized it at that moment. In fact, he was troubled that he had not noticed it sooner. In any case, he realized he had forgotten something. His father prayed for him to be beautiful and named him Kire. That was what the boy had always questioned. All of those things his father considered beautiful. Not once in his life had he ever felt the same about them. That's all there was to it. He thought moths were beautiful, not butterflies. Poisonous plants, not roses. Evil, not good. Even though he had common sense, believed in morals, and understood that being good was just, the boy was born with a fascination in everything that was the opposite of that. Nobody could understand his agony. Even Kira himself could not tell whether he was truly in anguish. Still, he tried his best. He continued to seek purity and beauty, values that he never had from the beginning. Martin, you have to understand, I'm reading a lot here. Yeah, I'm gonna missay some things sometimes. Please don't hassle me about it too much. I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. He flayed his own skin, tore out his muscles, plucked out his bones. If he lacked it in his heart, then he might be able to find it elsewhere in his body. His father was on a pilgrimage to holy places for over 10 years. He must have walked enough steps to reach the moon itself. He did not seek physical suffering. To begin with, believers like them valued spiritual penance over physical toil. During those virtuous deeds, the boy stopped eating. According to the morals he was taught and believed in, if he was born a sinner, then it was only right that he suffer a fitting punishment. This continued for another 10 years. He never found the values that he sought, but arrived at another conclusion in their place. It was nothing impressive. In the end, he realized that he was born without the ability to feel what other humans called happiness. It is considered good and correct for people to be happy. Charity, trust, glory, security. He simply realized that he was born with a defect, an inability to derive joy from such things. He only found delight in the suffering of others, their killing, their love and hate, their downfall. It was only in these negative things that the boy felt happiness. What made him unhappy was the fact that he had a strong sense of morality, in spite of his thinking patterns. Having realized this at a young age, the boy endeavored with all his might to overcome his inability to reconcile his own values with those of the world around him. Instead of accepting himself and living in pursuit of his own pleasure when he could not find joy in the things other people considered good, he attempted to save himself by making himself more human. He walked a path of faith and began to preach about life like his father did. It was said that God would forgive all. Then perhaps even someone born with a fatal flaw could be saved as well. But only a cruel outcome awaited him. Even though he followed God's teachings, obeyed his laws, and lived a simple life, he never found any pleasure greater than the suffering of others. Even as he believed in the church's doctrine that forbid any immorality, he felt nothing but corrupt thoughts. Of course, it was not painful for him. He was seeking something that he never had. He had lost nothing in the process, so there was nothing to lament. By the time the priest grew into a man, he was left with only one question. Why? Why, among all the lives he could have lived, did he find joy in sin? If a deviant like him felt affirmed by committing sin and getting drunk on corruption, that would make sense. If he had stood to benefit from vice, if he hurt others for his own greed and used that profit to reap further gain, that would be logically consistent. And yet, why did he never once face a choice to turn from good to evil? He was born outside the rules, and would die cut off from the rest of the world. What did it all mean? Did it mean that he was born broken and destined to inflict harm on the world? All while lecturing about values, comprehending morals, and enforcing justice. He concluded that such evil could not, should not exist. But so what? If such a person could not exist, then why was he born anyway? Yes, if something is flawed from the start, then it needs simply not be created. The world hates evil and purges its faults, and yet something that nobody wished was born, living a life that awaited only exclusion and death. Where is my sin? The man kept asking. What he gained from his long anguish and blind faith was not salvation, only a question. It was not suffering, but a pure riddle, a feeling of anger with no place to go.
Then why did you become a master? If you have no desire, then you don't need the Holy Grail.
The man's question snaps him out of his reverie. The priest, Kire Kotomine, nods in self-mockery.
I never needed the Grail. I was just interested in its contents. 10 years ago, I sought it out because I wanted to let it exist as it is. No matter what the Holy Grail may be, I bless it for trying to give birth. That is my task.
Even if you don't care at all about what it gives birth to?
Of course. I was uninterested in its contents the last time as well. I was only driven by my displeasure with a man who was my polar opposite.
But the priest thinks. He's interested in Kire Kotomine's conclusion, in the end of a man who can only find happiness in the suffering of others. Zoken Mato schemes. The birth of yet another Holy Grail. The thing called all the evil in the world, created by the people yet unwanted by them. If such a being can truly be conceived, that must be
The whereabouts of good and evil. Something which was stuffed in a shell but was never allowed to hatch.
There are no answers to be found in the Holy Grail. It is a wish granter which gives form to its master's desires. Thus it cannot grant revelations to someone without any desires. But
The Holy Grail will give me no answers. What if it gives birth to something that can?
what? The young man narrows his eyes. The priest laughs in front of the statue.
Kotomine.
His smile is like that of a dying woman. To think that this unfeeling man could make such an expression.
The answer is nearly upon me, even if my question is blasphemy.
Hold on a second.
Just a weather warning there. Sorry if you heard my phone buzz. Looking up at the statue, the priest's eyes are not laughing. Then, like an angel descending upon the earth,
Then I swear before the Almighty, I will question the Lord unto death with all my might.
he gazes off into the distant sky, a curse burning in his eyes. Interesting.
I go up the hill. There's no life in the town. It's still only 8 or 9 o'clock, but not only is there no one outside, the town doesn't even have the warmth of people living in it. I find myself leaning against a fence. My left arm is burning. Maybe I stopped being as tense once I was alone, but my left arm's been hurting since I started up the hill. I'm putting someone else's arm through a lot, so of course it would. I'm having a hard time catching my breath. The heat spreads through my left arm with each step I take, its temperature slowly rising. Whenever it gets too far away from my normal body temperature, fresh pain stabs into my chest from the tip of my shoulder. It hurts on my end, too. Not just in the arm. I rest my back against the wall and take a deep breath. I've more or less gotten used to how the pain works. It's like refrigeration. For whatever reason, my left arm becomes hot whenever I move. Once enough heat builds up in the arm, it gets dumped into my body. This pain comes from the heat burning my body. I have the acute sensation of something foreign being injected, and it feels more like being cut than heated. Every time the red vertigo comes, I feel a long blade stab me in the shoulder, and I almost think I hear grinding sounds inside my body. To be honest, I'm not sure how much more I can take of this. Berserkers tore my stomach. Blech. Oh my god. Berserkers torn my stomach open before, and riders caved my ribcage in. Even though I've experienced damage like that before, the thought of my own arms stabbing my body gives me chills. It's okay. Calm down. If I can stop my body temp from getting any worse, it should make this thing behave. I look up at the night sky as I steady my breathing. It's already been 20 minutes since I parted ways with Tosaka and Ilya. Before, I would have gotten home by now, but I can't let Sakura see me this winded and sweaty. I should keep my left arm's problems to myself. Damn that Kotomine. Go back back to my normal life. I'm never getting used to this thing. I press my hand to my left shoulder, against the red cloth wrapping my arm. My left arm can't so much as twitch, and it's as hard as iron. Okay. I'm not sweating anymore, and my breathing is regular. It's getting late, so I'd better look as peppy as I can and say hi to Sakura. I'm home! I take a deep breath and announce myself loudly as I walk through the front door.
Welcome home, senpai.
Sakura's already at the entrance, like she's been waiting here the whole time. Hey, why do you look so down? I'm glad you came to greet me, but it's hard to be happy when you're making a face like that. I take off my shoes and go into the corridor. For now, I want to rest my body. I'll go to the living room and have a cup of tea before I tell Sakura what happened today. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Better tell what happened before I have tea. Tosuka will be here soon. If I don't explain the situation first, Sakura will be on guard against Tosuka. About today, Sakura.
Senpai, you aren't going to say anything?
Before I can finish, Sakura asks me a faltering question. Say what exactly? Sakura is silent. She's looking at my left arm. Oh, this. Yeah, I'd be surprised if I were you too. It's wrapped in thick cloths that are clearly more than just bandages. Sakura may not know what had happened, but anyone would notice that. Yeah, I got a little hurt, but I can move it just fine, so it's no big deal. This wrap's actually in the way, but Kotomine kept telling me not to take it off. He did give me medical treatment, so I figure I'll do as he says. I pat my left arm to show that I'm okay. But that just makes Sakura get even more quiet. Sakura? Hey, I'm okay, really. It just looks bad, but it was just a scratch. It'll get better soon, so you don't need to worry.
That isn't a scratch at all! Isn't even your own arm! How can you say that when you can't even move your fingers? Even I won't be fooled by such obvious lies. Or are you not telling me because you don't trust me to understand?
She lashes out with a fiery anger. I'm speechless at my own stupidity. I didn't consider what Sakura must have felt like staying at home by herself all day. Sakura.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to blame you for it. I just want you to take better care of yourself and...
No, you're right. But you're also wrong. I'm not upset because you yelled at me. I'm surprised and sorry because this is the first time I've seen you sincerely angry.
You're sorry?
Yeah, I know I shouldn't bluff, especially in front of you. I think I just didn't want you to see me as being lame, so I pretended I was okay. But doing that makes me look even worse. It's only normal that you'd be upset.
Oh, no, I've never once thought that you looked lame.
No, I definitely am. What was I thinking, hoping not to make her worry by telling her nothing at all? I was just trying to put on a strong front for Sakura. Yeah, sorry Sakura, they got me good. My arm got fixed somehow, but I couldn't help you.
That isn't true. You did great, senpai. I wasn't watching or anything, but you looked really cool.
I was really pathetic back there, so it hurts to hear that. I couldn't help Ilya as much as I wanted. All I could do was run away.
But you still came home to me. I'm so happy that you kept your promise.
Oh, yeah, me too. I scratched my head bashfully. Still though, I'm both happy and embarrassed to have her say that to me. Yeah, I survived. That's enough, right?
Yes, you're very dashing. I've fallen for you all over again.
Sakura seems to have cheered up incredibly because she gives me a sunny grin. I don't know what exactly to say to that, so I just... what am I supposed to say now, Tosuka?
Who knows, but if you want my opinion, I wish you two wouldn't flirt so much in the doorway.
I turn to Tosuka, who's right behind me.
Hmm?
Our surprised voices harmonize. Sakura and I take a surprised half-step back.
How long have you been there, Tosuka?
Tosuka-senpai, what are you doing at our house?
And we exclaim our shock in unison, too.
Don't give me that. Just when I thought you were filling her in, I catch you two having a friendly spat. Do you even understand how urgent things are right now, Shiro?
Tosuka sets a large overnight bag down on the entrance floor. Behind her, I see Ilya standing silently, looking very tense.
Tosuka-senpai, I don't mind if you want to continue things from last night. Since Senpai's protecting me, I'll fight with everything I have as the Mato mage.
Sakura balls her hands into fists and enters a staring match with Tosuka.
No, it's more like a frog desperately standing up to a snake that spotted its prey. Looks like he still hasn't told you. Okay, Sakura, we're tabling for your disposal for the time being. My first priority is to defeat Zoken. I can settle things with you later. But once we beat Zoken, I won't need to fight you anymore, so hopefully it'll work out that way.
Huh? Isn't your...
I'm helping you, no, Shiro, to defeat Zoken, but it'd waste a lot of time if I lived far away, right? So, I'm gonna start living here from tonight, and I'll train him too. It's gonna take some Spartan training to get him into fighting shape. On that note, I'll be borrowing Shiro for a while. It's gonna be a rough treatment, but I'm sure you both won't mind.
What?
Rin Tosuka starts laying out my schedule without any input from me. Wait, Tosuka, this is too sudden.
You can't do that! Who gave you the right to decide that? I mean, Tosuka-senpai. I need time to mentally prepare myself, you know.
Oh, that was Shiro. I need time to mentally prepare myself, you know. I meekly protest. Of course, my opinions were completely rejected by Sakura's outcry and Tosuka's stern glance. Oh, so all I need is the right to decide? I have that too. He's only alive thanks to me. Until Shiro repays that debt. Until Shiro repays that debt, he has to do what I say. If I order him to surrender his home or cook me 3 meals a day, he'll gladly comply, won't he? Tosuka, people are bound to get the wrong idea when you say it that way.
It can't be. Is that true, senpai?
Yeah, I'm not happy about the way she makes it sound, but what she's saying is true. Plus, it's better to have more allies. Zoken's definitely after you right now. If Tosuka is with us, then I can protect you. Besides, Tosuka is her big sister. I'd prefer it if they were together, and I don't want them to fight.
I understand. If that's what you've decided, I'll go along with it.
Sakura looks away. That settles that. I'm coming in. Come on, Shiro, take me to a guest room. I saw a separate guest house on the way here. Oh, where do you want to sleep, Ilya?
It doesn't really matter, but not close to her.
Is that so? We can have the Tatami room then. Tosuka and Ilya casually banter. They seem close enough to be on a first-name basis now. Oh, right, Sakura, this is Ilya. Her berserker got taken out, but we managed to save her. She's gonna be staying with us like Tosuka, so try to get along. I introduced Sakura and Ilya to each other.
Hi, Sakura. I heard you're a daughter of the Makiris, but I won't hold that against you. You seem like you know Shiro, so I'll give you a special treatment.
Okay, then I'll treat you the same way.
That's the extent of their greetings. Ilya leaves Tosuka and walks to the living room. As she does, I see Sakura watching her with somewhat cold eyes. Dinner comes and goes like a sudden storm. Okay, to call it a storm would be misleading. It was more like a doldrum where you lose track of time because there's no wind and then it ends before you know it. Anyway, it was a dinner fraught with tension. Should I make dinner then? It'll be like having soba noodles for housewarming. With that, Tosuka starts cooking on her own, and I'm forced to admit that she's better at it than me. Sakura's Western-style cooking might barely measure up.
Tosuka-senpai, you're good at cooking.
Sakura was stunned, but she still ended up eating the food, too. I was so stressed out by everything happening, like Tosuka's home cooking, eating together with Tosuka, and Sakura looking downtrodden, not to mention the awkward vibes between her and Ilya, I couldn't really move much. As a result, I couldn't enjoy Tosuka's excellent cooking, and spent the hour being reminded of what a flawless overachiever Rin Tosuka is. And then... I've got some stuff to prep in my room, so I'll turn in for the night. We can hash out the details tomorrow morning. Get some rest, everyone! She even washes all the dishes until they're spotless before she excuses herself.
I'm going to my room too. Everyone's tired after the forest today, so we'd better sleep early.
I don't know if that was a dig at Sakura, but Ilya leaves without looking at her. Seriously, what's going on? In a sense, everything is going just as Tosuka predicted, although Ilya's attitude's been weird. The way she's treating Sakura is similar to the icy demeanor she had when we first met. Why is Ilya being so gruff with her when it's their first time meeting? The Ainsburns and Makiris must not get along. According to Kotomine, the Ainsburns, Makiris, and Tosukas were prestigious mage families that founded the Holy Grail War. Apparently, the Ainsburns had the most authority, so maybe Ilya thinks of Tosuka and Sakura as beneath her. Hope she doesn't give you the wrong impression, Sakura. Ilya can be difficult when she's in a bad mood, but I'm sure you'll get along once you talk to her. She's just shy towards strangers. Hey, Sakura? Sakura doesn't answer. I watch her head waver until she falls limply backward. Sakura! I catch her by the shoulders.
Huh? Senpai? What's wrong? Why are you making such a scary face?
Sakura didn't even realize it. She's asking me what's happening, as if she wasn't about to faint. No, it's nothing. I let go of her shoulders. Looks like that was enough to make her notice.
I'm sorry. I was a little tired, so I fell asleep.
She apologizes for something she doesn't even understand. Yeah, but you haven't had that much rest for the last 2 days. You heard Tosaka. Let's just go to sleep. You don't need to make yourself stay awake.
Right. I'll take you up on that then. I should feel better tomorrow if I get a good night's sleep. Since Tosaka-senpai took care of us tonight, I'll make breakfast tomorrow morning. I'll cook the things you like for breakfast.
She stands up with a mischievous grin. Her gait is steady. Accompanying her to her bedroom would backfire right now. If Sakura is trying to convince me that she's okay, then I should believe her. Alright, go ahead and show her who's boss. You're our last line of defense, Sakura. To be honest, we need to hit back at Tosaka or we're done for.
You can count on me. I'll knock her out in one punch.
That sounds promising. I'll do what little I can to help too. Let's sleep early tonight, then meet up in the kitchen at 6 in the morning?
Yes, I'll be waiting, senpai.
Sakura gives me a polite bow and then leaves for the side hallway. Just before she's gone.
Senpai? Please don't tell my sister what happened just earlier.
She says in a strained voice without turning around. Yeah, you just dozed off. It isn't worth mentioning.
Right. Good night, senpai.
She slides the door shut. Sakura goes off to the guest house without looking back. She must mean her fainting spell. Sakura isn't recovering as well as she hopes. Kotomine said that she only has days left. Regardless of what Zoken wants to do with her, she isn't stable. That's why she's been trying to put on a strong front. She'll be fine. That's what she insists on telling us because she doesn't want us to worry. Her sister, huh? Sakura never refers to Tosaka that way except when we're alone, and then only when something is weighing on her mind. When she can't stop herself from wishing for help, she calls Tosaka her big sister. Their complicated family background's what led to a wall being built between sisters. If we can destroy that wall, then they can go back to being regular siblings. I think that might be the best thing I can do for Sakura. Yeah, they're off to a rocky start, but there's still hope. No one saw this situation coming, but it might turn out to be a good chance to tear down that wall. So hot. I open my eyes. I can't sleep. My pajamas are heavy with sweat. I kick off the covers. I wipe my forehead, finding that it's slick with enough sweat to soak a kitchen rack. I can't think straight. Did the summer-like heat cook my brain? I think as hard as I can, but I can't tell what, when, or where this is. I am going to go ahead and warn you guys, by the way. We're at 2 hours, 48 minutes right now. I don't know precisely how long I'm going to go, but like from now on for the foreseeable future, I think Fridays are probably going to be a bit shorter than usual. We're definitely not going to go to 5 hours anymore. This is not because of like, you know, it's like getting really like heavy for me or anything like that, or like it's, you know, like it's not because of any strain. It's just because I have a regular thing that I have to be up for on Saturday mornings now, like really, really early in the morning. So by the time we're usually wrapping up is kind of about the time that I have to be getting to bed. And I kind of don't want to be doing that. I kind of want to have a little bit more time to get other shit done before I go to bed. So, yeah. That's just go ahead and warning you now. Probably gonna stick to more like around like 3.5 or a little bit over or something like that. We'll see how it goes, but just giving you the heads up. I go out into the yard. I just want to cool off my burning body. Was the room hot or was it just me? Thinking is a pain, so I'll sleep in the shed tonight. It's cold in there. It doesn't matter whether it's hot or...
Ugh. Suddenly stabbing pain drives me to my knees. Ugh. I kneel over, panting hard. I keel over, panting hard. I'm awake. I clutch my left arm, the source of the heat and pain. It's wrapped in a holy shroud. The red cloth locks the arm up tight. I can move it, but it's wrapped so tightly the blood's cut off. Then, I wonder if it's the cloth that's hurting my arm. Maybe it'll actually go back to normal if I take this off. It's a terribly enticing delusion. I haven't even seen what's under the red cloth just yet. It's not that I don't believe what the priest said, but what if he's wrong? Nothing's that wrong with my arm. Maybe if I unwrap it, it'll be just the same old arm I've always known. Shido, don't do that! It can't possibly be made of steel. The only reason I can't move it is because it's bound up so tightly. If I unwrap it, I'm sure... Are you really asking me this? Oh! Looks at the okay. Not the answer I expected, but... Sure, why don't you go ahead, buddy? Floor's all yours, pal! That it'll be my old left arm. Oh! I can't breathe. My nerves.
Hurts.
Alive, but can't feel.
Cold.
Die. Hurry. Put it back on.
Scared.
Arm, hurry. Put it back on. Under the cloth. It's...
Dark. This isn't my arm.
What was I doing? For a second I tried undoing the cloth wrap. I don't understand what happened after that. What happened to me? What will happen to me? It took place just a few seconds ago, but I can't remember it at all. I can't do it, seriously. If I take it off, I'll die. The priest was telling the truth. I don't know exactly what's happening, but whatever is under that cloth, it isn't mine. Just forget it. I can't move my arm, that's all. If I keep thinking about it, my mind will go dull from the terror. I can't afford to let that happen. Archer didn't give up his arm to save my life just so I could freeze in fear. Yeah, I should think about Sakura, not my arm. Sakura seemed the same as she was this morning. I never know when she might collapse. I need to defeat Zoken and obtain the Holy Grail before then. Right now I need to think of ways to make that happen. Ways to beat Zoken and Assassin with one arm. And they're not my only enemies. We're facing a mysterious unknown foe, too. I don't know the story behind it. I have no idea what that black shadow is, nor how Saber became Zoken's servant. All I know is that she's my enemy now. Actually, I do know something. I don't have a chance of beating her. I don't know what the dull pain in my arm is going to turn into next. I'm at an overwhelming disadvantage, and I'm starting to lose sight of who I am anymore. How am I supposed to protect Sakura in this state? I hear footsteps and stand up. Someone is behind me. I can tell who's here without even needing to turn around. The black-clad servant's as stoic as ever. Before, she wouldn't have announced herself with so much noise, so she must have done it for my benefit. What do you want, Ryder? Ryder looks down at me wordlessly. Not that it matters, but Ryder is tall. Something must be wrong with me to suddenly care about that. Is something funny, Shido? I haven't said anything. Oh, it's nothing, Ryder. You're taller than me, right? I've seen you a few times, but I just noticed. I was laughing because I'm so oblivious. I see. You looked like you were struggling earlier, but it seems my concern was misplaced. Is it just me, or does Ryder sound a little angry? Anyway, Ryder, did you come to help me today? I can't remember anything, but I feel like you carried me from the forest to the church. Yes, I carried you there. Sakura told me to protect you. I merely obeyed her order as her servant. Oh, I appreciate that. But that means she had to use her magical energy. So... Yes, Sakura's lost more of her already dwindling power. If Sakura continues to use me like she did today, I will devour her entirely. Ryder's voice is flat. It doesn't contain any malice or pity for Sakura. She's just stating the facts of being a servant. Ryder, can I ask you something? I do not mind. Ask your question. Okay then. Would you kill Sakura if she lost all of her command spells? A master who runs out of command spells would typically get attacked by their own servant. If Sakura and Ryder don't have a bond of trust, Ryder will ruthlessly kill Sakura and use her body as fuel until she makes a pact with a new master. Ryder is only protecting Sakura as her servant. It doesn't seem like it's out of any genuine affection. That's why I need to determine her intentions here. So, would you kill her?
Yes. If Sakura wishes it, I will put an end to her suffering myself. But Shiro, I want her to live.
Then you won't attack her, even if she doesn't have command spells?
Binding of the command spells has nothing to do with it. As long as Sakura is my master, I will protect her of my own will, because I am fond of her.
Really?
Yes. Does that surprise you that I have emotions of my own, Shiro?
No, sorry. I had the wrong idea. You don't seem that way,
There's no need to apologize. I've never discussed it with Sakura, and she does not speak to me about it. But Shiro, the master summons a servant that is similar to them. It is no coincidence that you summoned Saber. Your souls must have been similar somehow. Sakura and I are the same in that sense. Neither of us are talkative, so it stands to reason the conversations do not happen. But even without it, we understand each other.
Ryder's voice takes on a clearly warm tone. From her appearance, I imagined her to be more cold and ruthless, but now I'm wondering if she is truly a gentle soul. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Very happy to know that Sakura has you on her side.
You are. Then it's my turn. Shiro, do you understand what Sakura has endured ever since she was adopted by the Makiris?
I couldn't possibly understand, though I've already heard from Kotamine's lips what happened to her. I don't. That's why I don't think I should talk about it. Yeah, I'm the lowest of mages, but even I know what kind of person Zoken is. It's easy to imagine the awful things he's capable of, and it would probably be closer to the truth. Still, I could never claim to understand what Sakura has been through.
Indeed. Sakura has been trying not to let you know. If you claimed that you understood it, then I would have killed you.
For Sakura's sake?
Yes. But it seems unnecessary now. You're clumsy and inexperienced, but trustworthy at your core. That's how you've saved Sakura. Before she met you, she was utterly resigned to her fate. For many years, every day was hopeless. But she began to change when she met you, Shiro. You helped her to remember what it was like to feel emotions other than despair. Pain and suffering were the greatest among them. But to someone who's only ever known despair, you were her one and only salvation.
Can't quite read the intent behind what Ryder is saying. I don't know why she came to love me, when she suffered on a level that I could never possibly relate to. But her words are utterly sincere, coming from someone who shares her senses with her master. Ryder is quiet. It's like she's speaking on Sakura's behalf.
Shiro, you said that you would make Sakura happy. To her, these last 2 years have been the happiest times of her life.
Her voice contains quiet sadness and gratitude.
That's all I wanted to ask you. What makes Sakura happy is having you by her side. She does not wish for anything else.
Ryder examines me through her blindfold. Her expression inquires if I understand the significance of what she's saying. To Sakura Mato, Shiro Emiya fighting this war is a threat to her happiness. Ryder's challenging what I plan to do with this beat-up body of mine. But I try to unclench my unmoving left hand. If I can still fight, then I have to, no matter what shape I'm in. I swore that I'd save Sakura. I decided that I'd fight for her sake now, not to end the war. That's why, if I stop here, then I'll have nothing left. Silence falls over us. Ryder stops talking, and I stare at the ground, not answering. I wonder how much time passes.
Will you be on Sakura's side, Shiro? No matter what happens from now on.
The answer to her question is obvious. Shiro Emiya swore to be Sakura Mato's ally. I have to nod firmly. I know that, but I can't say it out loud. No matter what happens, deep inside myself I realize what she means. I understand.
I understand. I won't press you, as the answer will be evident soon enough. I hope you're prepared for the consequences when that time comes.
Ryder virtually blends into the darkness as she departs. I watch her go and then look up at the sky. Damn it. Yeah, she noticed that I couldn't give her a clear answer. The black shadow that I still don't understand. This unstable left arm. The ideals I've followed my entire life that I decided to cast aside. They all show me where I'm headed. With the Holy Grail, I could make any other wish come true. But perhaps, my wish to make Sakura happy is an illusion that no amount of power can ever grant.
Oh, the red? What the fuck?
I dream of a box for braiding bugs. A ruined nest. Black pupa. I have no memory of my birth. I thrive and flourish. My roots have always been unknown. I have no memory of my death day.
I walk at a steady pace. My empty head sways from side to side, absent of any clear destination. Shiver and tremble, go, go. My dry hands and feet rattle like paper balloons, tumbling along the ground. I'll get to float once I grow up. Go, go. Go, go. Go, go.
Hey, check out. Like that?
Somebody squeaks as they come up to me.
Oh, nice broad. Barefoot? Damn. Hell.
People swarm up to me.
Right? Join us. Kill some time?
Empty laughter. I don't remember asking them to come. They're scaring me. Time to go home.
Hey, where you're going? Hold up. Bitch. Don't you walk in town. yeah, I'm gonna protect you, right? Totally, bro. Love helping trouble.
They keep chasing me. The screeching gives me a headache, so my empty tummy rumbles.
Wait, oh, what? Don't run, asshole! Help me! What the? Where did you? No, sorry, I'm sorry!
I dream of a box for braiding bugs. Tonight, I squished one.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Hmm.
A blinding light. My mind and body are pushed away from the entrance by a powerful headwind. The light is so bright I can't even perceive its source. Battered by the wind, my body rusts away bit by bit. How long have I been here? An infinity that isn't even a second, and a moment close to an eternity. Time without time turns years into seconds. Thus my long-weathered body is being polished to a mirror-like shine while it erodes away. Oh. Forward. This place is suffocating.
Bird, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna try to find a stopping place like right around here, actually. I'm just kind of waiting for like a good moment.
An aimless, weightless, Total vacuum. This world worn away by wind is no place for a person to be. That's why I kept going. My volume doubles with each step, and breathing and walking becomes harder. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps are already impossible. I can't go any further. The wind shoves me back when I try, wearing my body away. But if I want to escape, then I have to keep going. The wind is blowing from beyond that light. The light's an entrance and an exit. This place is suffocating. So, I need to hurry to the other side. If I can go through the entrance, the wind will be even stronger. If I can go through the exit, this suffering will ease. I reach out. I reach out with all my might. The light's just ahead, but I can't reach it. The aurora blinds me. I just can't reach it. It's suffocating. Blood spills from my mouth as I reach out, but I can't touch it. Why? It's just a meter ahead of me. So why does it feel like I'm aiming for an ever-distant point in the sky? Shiro. The sound of my name wakes me up.
You can't do that. If you try and take it off just because things are getting hard, you'll die.
Ilya's staring at me. Ilya? Why are you in my room?
Because my room's close by, duh. I woke up earlier, so I came to watch you.
Apparently Ilya was watching me sleep. That being said, was she doing it because... Was I crying out in my sleep?
Yeah, Shiro, you were moaning and trying to unwrap your left arm. I came because I guess that might happen. I dulled your pain while you were sleeping, so it should feel better now.
I noticed that my right hand's grabbing my left arm. Talk about dodging a bullet. If Ilya hadn't come to help me, I would have torn off the shroud in my sleep. Oh, thanks, Ilya.
No need to thank me, Shiro. We're friends. Besides, I promised that I'd help you if you were ever suffering, remember?
Her smile takes my breath away. I realize that Ilya truly came here to help me out of sheer goodwill. I feel ashamed.
I wanted to see your sleeping face, too. It was so adorable to watch you try to bear with the pain.
I slammed the brakes on my beating heart. Ilya, you shouldn't sneak into people's bedrooms, especially at morning and at night. Like any other guy, so it's problematic in a bunch of ways.
Oh, really? In what way specifically? I'd like to know.
Ugh, no, even questions like that are off limits. You're a girl, Ilya, so you shouldn't come into a man's room first thing in the morning. It's dangerous, you hear me? Dude! She's... No! You can't... No! God damn it, Shiro. Stop. Stop it. Really dangerous. For you, but also for the naive heart of the adolescent young man who's in charge of this house.
Really? That's even harder to understand, Shiro. I won't stop unless you tell me exactly how it's inconvenient or dangerous for you.
The silver-haired girl gets down on all fours and...
See? I'm coming closer. Now tell me exactly how it's a problem that I'm here in the morning, Shiro.
You... Upside down, Ilya. I roll away from her in a panic, still wrapped up in my covers. I'm in danger. Every morning I have to face the facts of my male physiology. Jesus Christ. Dude! She's like a fucking little... she's a little girl, dude! She comes at me looking like that, I'll be branded in shame as a... Oh. God. My head runs smack dab into a wooden post. Yeah, you deserved that. Anyway, it's dangerous. I collapse to the floor, making excuses.
Right. Sorry, Shiro. Does it hurt?
It hurts. The pain's so bad I'm seeing stars, but I can't let that slip in front of Ilya. I'm fine. It woke me up, so don't worry about it. I shake my head and stand up. The physical shocks completely tamed my physiological reaction. Okay, it's about time to make breakfast. What do you want to eat, Ilya? Let me know now if there's anything you don't like.
Wait, you can cook?
About as well as anyone else. As for Western food, I can manage pancakes and stuff. Ilya's face lights up. It seems she's quite pleased to learn that I know how to cook. Want to do it together? I was going to call you after I finish cooking, but you might as well come with me to the living room now.
Really? Yeah, I'll come. I want to see you in an apron.
Okay, then the three of us can work together to one-up Tosuka. I promised Sakura I'd cook with her this morning, so you can help.
Never mind. I'm not going if Sakura is in there. Go on by yourself, Shido.
What? What's this now? Do you hate Sakura or something?
No, she's actually the type of person I like. But I can't approve of her because she isn't right for you.
Not right for me.
I mean it. You know it too, but you're trying really hard to pretend that you don't. I'm not gonna argue about it now.
Ilya starts walking out the door.
Also, I don't know what trance you were in, but don't force yourself to keep going. What you're seeing is Archer's magecraft, not yours. Even if it'll become yours eventually, it's only a possibility for now. If you try to project anything in your condition, your body will fall apart from inside.
If I project anything? I repeat Ilya's words in confusion. And then... the firing hammer goes off. The dream I had on that operating table. A hazy understanding of what I saw and what it meant enters my mind. That was probably an extreme form of projection magecraft from the end of the earth that replicates any weapon he sees as swords.
That's right. Archer's noble phantasm's a form of magecraft that only he can use. Archer's a blacksmith heroic spirit who can create solid replicas of any weapon he's seen. You've inherited that power through his arm, so you can use it too. You aren't aware of it yet, but you can instantly recall his incantations if you feel like it. But just because you can doesn't mean you should. The priest was right. Once you take off that cloth and project something, you'll be beyond saving. So don't take it off, no matter what. I won't let you go off and die like Kiritsugu did. I'll never forgive you if you leave me all alone before I get to kill you myself.
Ilya leaves into the hallway. I could sense hatred mixed with genuine concern in her warning. I think that's a good point to stop. We're just about to start breakfast, so let's leave off on that note. Let's leave off on that warning. Because I think that's a good way to do things. But stick around, because we still have art to go over, so yay. Yay, how fun. Back to title. Okay. Let's go ahead and mute the game, play the music, and I will be pulling up art in just a second here. Thank you for bearing with me, and I appreciate the understanding about the runtime. Let's see. Okay. This art's good. Let's see. These, got these. Got this. Got this. Got this. Oh, jeez. Okay. Sure, that's yeah. All right. The board. Let's check Discord real quick. Oh, you need to edit the post? Okay, then I'll wait for that. Just let me know. Stream art on the Discord. Okay, there we go. Open link. Oh shit.
I guess I have to download it then and see if that works. Kind of annoying that it won't open in browser. There we go. Okay. Oh, the board is wrong. I see, I see. Okay, well, yeah, I guess just, let me know whenever you've got the board updated, Bird, and I'll grab it afterward, but I'll go ahead and start showing this stuff. Okie dokie. I love the background music, where it's from. It's a compilation of chill Sonic music. This one in particular is Missouri Day and Night from Sonic Unleashed. Anywho, starting off with this from Dum Pum Pum on Blue Sky, which is also Gona. I think Sakura deserves to have Vampire Shiro Yaoi dreams as a treat. I'm a pervert for thinking about Sakura like that. She'd be so disgusted if she knew. Just her thinking about the triangle chinchino and like the tiny ass fucking Issei. I think I have COVID. That's awesome. And then also we have the writer hitting Assassin with the raid. Jesus. That's really good. Oh man. Moving on to Tumblr, we have some stuff by Dingo's Trash. Let me find the caption. Bad art this week. Hope you enjoy. Honestly forgot Kotomine does this much surgery without a license, though in Fate Zero it is mentioned that he's a master of healing magic, lol. And a god-awful Morgan haunting Salter as a treat. Annoying big sister privilege. So it's just...
Poor predictable senpai. Always picks rock.
Good old rock. Nothing beats that. that was like my favorite comment on that stream. So glad to see this. We have... Kid, don't touch me, I'm sterile. That's really good. The fucking head strap. That's excellent. Oh jeez. And then yeah. The sisters. Very cute. Jeez. Yeah. Bad art, you say. Incorrect. Your art's always great, Dingo. And you did a great job with this art too. Don't even say it like that. But for real. Thank you for submitting, as usual. No, Bird. Well, again, let me know. Next up, we have some stuff from Violet Strations on Tumblr. Another round of art for stream. Heaven's Feel is so fun. Shaking. So we have Kotomine.
I love fake people. I love games. I love drama. Music means nothing to me. I'm not a chill guy, and if you fuck with my friends, I will help you do it. I'd betray any of my loved ones at any time, and I would not hesitate to hit them with a car.
Literally. Oh, Jesus. It's actually true. The like immaculately rendered writer. Address me. Oh, that's really good. That's just fucking awesome. Oh, jeez. And then
this somehow Zoken Mato got something to do with this. Literally, yes, though. Yeah, I would say that about literally all of society's ills, all of problems. It's his fault. Kill this man with hammers. Very good. Next up, over on the Discord, we have this from Niezna. Hold on. Oh my god, I have to wipe my eye. It's itchy. Oh, jeez. Please. Okay. Quick little thingy since I forgot to draw earlier and already packed my drawing tablet. I'm glad you like the Cleric Sakura, but I thought it would be a good idea to also draw the opposite class in Druid for her. Oh yeah, I can see that too. Plus Rin is a High Priest because it's the punchy magic and healing class, so it's perfect for her. I was hesitant because I didn't want to repeat classes I assigned to someone in Umineko. That's fair enough, but also, I mean, like, I think it definitely fits. And this is very fun. Very well designed, honestly. Like, I think it fits both of them really well. And I mean, like, yeah, I know, like you said, like, oh, I already packed my tablet, but still, like, for paper, too, this looks really, really good. I think you did an excellent job with that. Great work. Next up, we have, yeah, a little video submission from CrossTech. Current stream, big spoilers. Finally, my favorite Fate design has arrived. Wanted to make a new render for this, but between work and IRL stuff, I did not have time this week, so instead take an old practice animation I did a few years ago. So let's play that. Ooh. Man. The vacant, but, like, kind of stern and sad expression is really good. Like, it's a good, like, good captured nuance there. You did a good job with that. Okie dokie. Let me refresh to make sure that I got... Yeah. Let me just open that real quick. Okay, hold on. It didn't go to the right window, so I have to drag it over. Okay. So we have the chart. So, we have Berserker dead. No more Berserker. We have even more near deaths for Shiro. We have Archer kind of overlapping underneath Shiro, but also dead. How sad. The bench is sad because Archer isn't on it anymore. That's good. And we have Saber Alter up in the top left corner, pacted with Zoken, obviously. Ooh. Ouchie. With the hot topic in the background. I noticed that. Oh man. Fucking jeez. Also ally lines from Shido to Rin and to Ilya. Yeah, things definitely got pretty crazy with the chart this time, and I feel that unfortunately it is only going to continue getting even crazier. Oh geez, this chart's gonna be messy as hell by the end of the route, isn't it? Damn. Well, looking pretty good. Let's tab through everything again real quick. Alrighty, well, I guess, oh, shit. I meant to tab over to the screen while keeping the music the same, but it hotkeyed over to a different part of the track, so you just get the whiplash. That's fun. Oh well. What can one do? Anyway, thank you for watching the stream. I had a great time, and I'll see you on next Friday with more Fate. And I'll also see you on Tuesday, the 27th, for something. I haven't decided what yet. I'll figure it out pretty soon. Anywho, thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye!